$36, $40, $48, $50, $60. Fair warning. Next lot. $55, $65,
Ah!
78, 90, 100.
Just in the nick of time. Just in the nick of time. Oh my god. What did we miss? River Raid 968 for 84 bucks. Qbert for 61. Miss Pac-Man actually brought in 360. Yeah, Canada time just runs 5 minutes later than US time, so like it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big a deal, you know what I mean? What, 5 minutes here and there? What the heck? Got TikToks playing here on my phone. We're looking good. We're looking good. Not looking too shabby here. Whew. All right, we're in there. We're in there. Welcome in, everybody. Another wonderful Tuesday here, brought to you by Heritage Auctions. Huge thanks to them sponsoring. A huge thanks to you guys being here. If you're interested in consigning with Heritage Auctions, oh my god, I need to close this. You can find all of the info you need to find in the description of the video, including the upcoming showcase signature auctions as well as the consignment dates. We are quickly approaching the July signature auction, which is crazy. It feels like we just had the one that takes place. We're 1 week out now from the consignment deadline, July signature. Reach out sooner rather than later as well with the August Pioneers home console showcase auction, the ATARI auction that takes place, and another 8 to 64-bit taking place in July. In August, sorry, consignment's deadline in July. And of course, always taking consignments for the Tuesday auctions every single week here on YouTube. Reach out using the link in the description, get free appraisals for your stuff, video games at ha.com if you have any other questions. Whew. There we go. Now we are, still got my drive open, Jesus. I think we're almost here now. We'll open up Gamer Stonks. Oh my god, what is this? Woo! Look at this, Timothy! Timothy has been working. We got Rick giving a little thing there. We got Matt Rose. Greg uses Gamer Stonks. Gamer Stonks is absolutely necessary for anyone who wants to get a hold of the world and sealed graded video games. Being able to easily see sales results across different auction houses allows you to make smart buying decisions, which means you get to buy more video games. That's the goal, right? Smart man, smart man. I would listen to that Greg fellow. So it looks like Gamer Stonks is almost ready to launch. Jesus. Guess we have that to look forward to right away here. That's crazy. Good to see from Timothy. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. That's where Timothy is building that, so
$80.
You'll get all the updates on Gamerstonk, the hobby, all that stuff. Man, that's neat. I literally, like, that's the first time I saw that new homepage on the website. I swear I was just on that, I swear I was just on there yesterday, so. Tim has been working. Space Invaders went for 210 bucks. Taz went for 104 there. And then, what I was doing today, the 25,000 subscriber Q&A video will be up, hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully it will be up tomorrow. Nice little crack on a La Croix here. La Croix. It took me almost 2 hours to record it, the Q&A. Way longer than I thought it was going to, so I'm hoping editing doesn't also take me a fuck ton of time. But we're going to see. I wasn't supposed to see that. The homepage is like half done.
$48.
It looks good. It looks good, Tim. Looks real good. MK Master, you got off work early so you can watch live again. Let's go, dude. Welcome in, you guys. Ren X Machina, White Wolf, Super Junk, HC. George William, Elysium. Goob Noob. Yes, I saw your PlayStation guide, but I didn't have a chance to actually like talk to you because yeah, I had to. I was just getting shit done. I do want to ask you more questions about it. That's awesome that you were able to get it, Goob.
$80.
Truly awesome.
$90.
Yo, Steve Craig, welcome in, dude. House the Moose. Welcome in, you guys. Yo, Juan G, it's going great, man. A little bit frantic right now because I was like scrambling to get live in time. I didn't even make it on time, so anytime I show up late, I'm a little bit more frazzled than I should be. But we're settling in nicely here. We're just about to start into NES. We only had like 10 Atari games today. I think 10. Ah, we only had 7 Atari games today, so NES starts now with the Bard's Tale.
$80. $85.
Yes, and you even put Hake's auction prices on there. Yes. Hake's Auction House,
$90.
reminding everyone that the hobby is dead.
$95.
Very nice of them. Very nice of them. When will WATA start grading Odyssey 2 games? I would assume never. I would genuinely assume never. That they will never grade Odyssey 2. That would be my guess.
Fair warning. 100.
Tim's about to gouge us all for $14.99 a month and he'll deserve every penny. Who said $14.99 a month? Oh god. Oh god. Tim is gonna charge us $20 a month.
Fair
oh god. Like, oh no.
$50.
That's what he must mean when he says that.
$160.
Sup, yo, you did ask a question. I think you asked me what my most expensive stuff
Fair
is.
warning.
I think you did get a question in there. I remember seeing your name.
$180.
You wanted that Atari Warriors? Yeah, the Ikari there on Atari 7800 went for $139. Better cover art than the NES version, if I do say so myself. Better cover art than the NES version. Haven't decided a price yet. Oh god, it's gonna be $29.99 a month. Oh, Tim's gonna rinse us, everybody. See, I need to prepare people for like $29, $39 for these high-ass prices. And then when you make your unveiling video, Tim, you can be like, I thought I would charge you guys $40. But no, I'm going to charge you $30. No, that's still too high. I'm going to charge you $20. No, that's still ridiculous. And then, you know, since everyone was anchored at $40, everyone's super happy to pay you $15. That's 200 IQ marketing right there.
Next lot. $280.
The Bard's Tale starts off the NES lot here. Pretty uncommon game, all things considered. $288. There has to be actually very few of these on the pop report, I would assume. Well, this is frickin' a CGC copy, so I guess we can't see anything, but it's gonna open up the WATA pop report as well. Oh, why would I use that when I can open up Gamer Stonks? Gamer Stonks has the WATA pop report built right into it as well. And the CGC pop report, an unofficial one, but CGC pop report's on there too. Here's Simon's Quest 7.5A. Just go to the Bard's Tale quick.
$360.
There's 11 of them on there. Kind of surprising, actually. I'm surprised 11... I'm just baffled this game was sent in 11 times, but... Yeah, just a hard game to find, and there is a very rare 3.0 C plus out there somewhere. Very rare. 3.0 C plus. C plus 3... C plus 3PO. Jesus Christ, I couldn't even say the joke I wanted. C plus 3PO is hiding out somewhere. Find it. Find the 3.0 Bard's Tale. Find the Bard's treasure. You're like a real-life version of Wreck-It Ralph. You look like you could bench press a landfill full of ET cartridges. Let's go. Let's go. Right after the auction, Roman Fox, heading straight to the gym, so it's all part of the grind, man. Dr. Mario was a 9.4A for $600. Is Dr. Mario... I can't remember if it always sells cheap. It feels solid. Simon's Quest went for $444 for an oval seal there, 7.5A. Faxanadu is a really nice copy, 9.4A plus CGC. Let's check out Dr. Mario comps too here. $600 for a 9.4. For some reason, I don't feel like Dr. Mario was that available on NES, but maybe I'm thinking of something else. Let's see Dr. Mario.
Next lot.
There are quite a few of them. There's 130, so I guess that answers my question. Last sold for $456 for a 9.4A plus. So while I'm sitting here saying this is a bad sale, it's actually a huge sale on Dr. Mario. Jesus. Did great. Last sale was $456 for a better grade copy. Today, $600 on Dr. Mario. 9.4A plus, $348, $456. $576, that's all the way back in July 2022. Good sale today on Dr. Mario. Jesus. Interesting.
Fair warning.
Interesting. How was the 8 to 64-bit auction as well? I'm sorry I had to miss that one, you guys. I had to attend a family event, a family retiring event, so we had tickets and everything. It was one that I really couldn't miss. Like if I was working a formal job, I would have booked the day off, you know?
Lot.
But how did the 8 to 64-bit auction go? I saw it was almost exclusively a NES auction, honestly. It was like all NES
$160.
when I was checking out some of the sale prices. Yo, Weekend. Good evening. Your certified link latest wins are already on their way. Weekend, I like just paid for mine 2 days ago. I forgot about it. I was like, oh shit, I still haven't paid them. I got like the email reminder. It's been X amount of days since you checked out. So I just paid for mine. Here is a Zelda cartridge. It's a 9.2 3-screw. So not like, 9.2 is nice, but it is a later release here in the gold 3-screw. Not like a super late one, but
next lot
goes for $228. That is some pretty solid value in grading a cartridge, I'll be honest. Get yourself a nice Zelda cart, pay the $40 to have it graded, selling for over $200.
Next lot.
Right beside it, like just talking about kind of crazy, right? This is a 9.2 3-screw cartridge for $228. This is a factory sealed Mendel Palace 8.0 for $252.
Fair warning.
Like for myself, it's nowhere close. I would take the factory sealed Mendel Palace, but like Jesus, $252 on that. That feels cheap. Here's Metal Storm 8.0A. Really popular game. Like it's like a popular, not very known game type thing.
$1,100.
Yeah, here, it did receive some publicity in the 1993 issue of Nintendo Power in an article titled Unsung Heroes of the NES. Yeah, like it was on the cover of a Nintendo Power magazine. They expected big things out of Metal Storm. So, pretty popular game. Mendel Palace, though. Let's take a peek. $252 just feels almost free for that.
Next lot. $22.
There are 12 on the Pop Report.
$26.
I guess the last time one sold was in March. It was a 9.0 B plus for $336. I mean, I guess it peaked out at $1,000 January 2022. Not a lot of love for Mendel Palace there. Not a lot of love. Metal Storm though does bring in $1,320. Let's look at Metal Storm comps too. After I took a day off there from the auction, I feel alive. I feel like we can look at stuff. So we haven't seen a lower grade copy of Metal Storm since 2019. Jesus. There's only 14 on the Pop Report. We've only seen it come to auction 6 times total since 2019. The last sales were all for 9.6, 9.6, and 9.4 respectively. So, obviously those are going to sell for a lot more than we saw tonight. But 1,320 going all the way down to an 8.0A doesn't feel bad at all. Like, that's not bad at all. I would even call that a pretty solid sale for Metal Storm. But this kind of leads itself into the, Yo, Super Lightwater, welcome in, dude. Welcome in. Finally, you're here for a live stream. Yes, sir.
Next lot. $85.
Let me just get caught up on you guys here before I start. You got your certified links today, Macmorn. Good stuff, man. Get this off the screen here.
$95.
Going into the mutant virus there, $180, and here's NES Open Tournament Golf, 6.5A plus. Mario on the cover though, so it always sells for something. Yeah, card only auctions, man. Welcome to the future. You haven't paid for your certified order yet? Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one who forgot.
Fair warning.
You won that Zelda card. It's the one game you really just want a cartridge of. Getting a 9.2 round seal is much more difficult than you think. It's funny, Chokeslam. When I used to talk about cartridge grading, that is one of the cartridge-only games that I also said where I would love to have a cartridge-only Zelda graded in my collection for display. The gold cartridges display amazing. Like, yeah, it's one thing, right? To have a boxed copy on display, all that stuff, but like, having an actual gold cartridge, like I have one back here. I have a 5-screw second print that I'm probably going to get graded because I'm never going to be able to piece this together. Jesus. So I'll probably get this graded eventually. Just for the purpose of displaying it, right? Hopefully it gets a 9.0, but I don't really even care. It's just like, I just want the gold cartridge to display. Looks incredible.
Fair warning.
Yeah, it's a solid cartridge. It's a solid cartridge. For sure. It has a little bit of flaking. I mean, every single cartridge does, but...
$5. $7. $9. $12.
Ninja Gaiden was a 7.5A plus, going for $630. We'll have to look at comps as well on Ninja Gaiden here. But what I was saying there with Metal Storm,
$46. $48.
With Metal Storm and the title of the video, like, this is an 8.0 copy, right? You've
Fair
seen, though,
warning.
we've only seen it sell 6 times, I think it was. I think this is the 7th time it sold
$50.
at an auction house in the past 4 years.
$55.
Which really brings up there where sometimes you are going to have to settle. You are going to have to just take what you can get.
$60.
And, you know, my massive, taking what I can get was when I purchased my 8.5A
Fair
Ocarina
warning.
of Time. Obviously, prices were way higher back then, but, you know, I
Next
just
one.
had to settle for the grade that I could afford.
$55.
Also with
$120.
my Mario Party. I own a Mario Party 1, which is a 7.5A plus. It was still like $2,000 though. So again,
Fair
right?
warning.
Like, it doesn't come up often. There's barely any on the pop report. You just have
Next
to
one.
settle sometimes. It sucks doing it, but like, there's really nothing else you can do. Here's Ninja Gaiden. We last saw 7.5A sell for $1,000 back in February. So the Ninja Gaiden sale today, $630 for 7.5A plus. No. This is continual sliding on Ninja Gaiden, unfortunately. Yeah, Joe
Fair
Kane,
warning.
you are correct there with the 7.5A for $1,000. Even an 8.0A plus went for $840. That's in April for CGC. So I mean, 7.5 versus 8.0, $200 down. Maybe that makes sense, but not much strength there for Ninja Gaiden.
Fair warning.
Yeah, I know, Super Lightwater, $2,000 for a
$500.
fucking 7. Feels bad, man. But what do you do, right? What do you do? And I'm curious, the biggest games
Fair
that so far you guys have had to settle on in your own collecting.
$600.
The one I put in the thumbnail today is, well, this Rad Racer is actually doing pretty good as well. Let's pay attention to this as we're pushing up to almost
Fair
$700. 8.5A later print of Rad Racer.
$650.
I got 2 more bids there. Just squeezed their way in immediately. Looks like the internet bid still holds it though. So there's one dude live and one guy who put in a pre-bid.
Fair warning.
So we'll see if the live bidder keeps pushing.
Next lot. $42.
Oh, the comment about regrading a 9.8 is, yeah, I just misspoke and meant 9.6. Nobody cracked a 9.8. There we go. Yeah, it's been so long since I watched my commentary video, Super Lightwater. My commentary video on watching Carl Job's video. At the 2-year anniversary of Carl's video, I'll have to do Greg reacts to Greg reacting to Carl. That's what we have to do. The full meta. Greg reacts to Greg reacting.
Fair warning.
That sounds like a perfect thing to do at the 2-year anniversary
Next
of Carl's
lot.
video. Rad Racer did
$22.
close for $720. Yeah, never mind on the Gaiden indeed.
$26.
Never mind on the Gaiden indeed.
$34.
You just bought a minty fresh Rad Racer Oval with unused glasses for $65 total. Jesus, really?
$38.
A CIB, but still, man, to get the glasses and everything, $65, that's huge.
$40.
Get Carl on and have him
$52.
react to me reacting to my reaction video. Yes.
$46.
I wonder if Carl would do it. I should make it live as well so we can all react to me reacting to me reacting. I think I did the other one as a live react, so we probably can do it live. Why not, right? Doesn't matter at that point. It's just fun
Fair
content.
$60.
A live react to Greg reacting live to Carl's video. The meta runs deep. The meta runs
Fair
deep.
warning.
But yeah, the game that I put in the title for today is The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening 7.0 copy. Because you just, like, you know, it's already sitting at $1,860. It's another one of those games where at this point, collectors are just getting whatever they
Fair
can.
warning.
Unlike Super Mario Bros. 3, which is a 9.4A, at this point, right, we understand with a game like Mario Bros. 3, there's almost always going to be another opportunity to get Mario 3. There's a lot of them out there. It's still expensive, make no mistake, right? The 9.4 is still going for $2,640, but like,
$100.
the odds of Mario 3 holding up in value are always less than the odds of these much more rare games that are still desirable holding up in value. I think a lot of people learn that now as we watch Mario 3 continually slide in value. So that's a 9.4A. Let's look at Mario Bros. 3 as well here.
Fair warning. $170.
9.4A. When's the last time we've seen one? 3,360 back in January. Today, 2,640. 3,840 as well. Go over to CGC.
Next lot. $24.
9.4A plus brought in 5,280. Jesus, that's a big premium there. Just for adding an A plus. 9.4A was 5,200 back in January. So, you know, even since January on Mario Bros. 3, it's like, oh, it's still taking a beating. Still taking a beating.
Fair warning.
Eventually, it will stop. Keep in mind, eventually it will stop falling in value, but Jesus
$70.
Christ. If you've been wanting to get a minty
$80.
copy of Mario Bros. 3, I mean, it's quite literally never been a better time. You've had to settle for 9.2A plus Switch Breath of the Wild. You're too lazy to get a higher grade.
Warning.
I feel like we're still in a time in Asuma where you could set up a live search on eBay, or you could just search eBay, like, you know, all day constantly, and you're gonna see first print Breath of the Wilds on Switch pop up. It might take a while, it might take some effort, but, you know, it feels like you could still get them. That was a CIB copy there of Tiny Toons Adventures. That was a really nice CIB. 9.09694. Jesus, $149 there. Here's Wall Street Kid, 7.5A.
Next lot.
Wall Street Kid fans always go hard out there. $372 for Wall Street Kid, entering into Super Nintendo. That was a quick NES block today, actually. I guess it was like 16 minutes, but usually it always feels like it's a bit longer. Get the Great Games is pretty cool. Saying that about myself, you could not stop laughing. I need to watch that again. You had to settle for a foil Game of the Year Halo instead of a first print? Yeah, seriously, that's a big... I'm going to have to make that same decision, Timothy.
$75.
That's something I already know I have to do the exact same consolation for. I can't afford a Black Label Halo. I don't want to afford a Black Label Halo as well. Like, I don't want to pay what it costs, so I'm going to get myself probably a foil goatee as well. They look nice.
$95.
Mario 3 is real dead. What's Comic Book Chick going to do with all of her copies? She sold them all. She cashed out millions. Golden was the sucker. Jesus Christ. Does she actually have nothing left at this point, Supyo? Like, last I heard was obviously, you know, the big Golden consignment, but I don't know. I assume she held on to some stuff. Her and Overheat Games purchased that Zelda. Surely she still has the Zelda, right? Between her and Peter? I believe it's Peter with Overheat Games.
Fair warning.
I think those were the two who bought the
$120.
Fuck, was it the 800K Zelda? Which one was it? The 500,000 one? They own a crazy Zelda, or they did.
Fair warning.
I don't keep up on their lore though. I need a lore video about what's going on with all those people. We need some updated lore videos. No one shares anything anymore. They bought the $600,000 TM Zelda. There it is. With Super Nintendo 9.6A++, Adam's Family value goes for $139. Aero the Acrobat 2 is really interesting. You'll see a 9.0A+ here that just sold, and you're like, whoa, Aero 2, that's so cheap. But this is actually a Latin American version of the game. So even on the back, I was confused myself. It has an oval, like, circle of quality. The back of the box is all in English still, but if you go over here, you can see it's for rental use in Mexico and Latin America only. So, pretty interesting here. Clearly, no one really wanted to go for it. It only sold for $139, but interesting game nonetheless there. Interesting game nonetheless. I thought it was going to get bid up way more, but it just didn't. People must have just, you know, got scared off by it.
Fair warning.
Jeopardy Deluxe there, $57 for 9.2A+. Here's Killer Instinct 9.0A+, going for $360. Super Castlevania 4, 8.5A Majesco release with a cut in the box spine. Yeah, the $600,000 TM Zelda, 9.2B+. Interesting. But it was a harsh B+. Interesting, interesting. Game Boy's coming up right next. We're like 2 games away from Game Boy here. I seem quite perky. What am I drinking? I got La Croix. Lacroix on deck, Rick. I'm a little bit more frantic because, like, I've just been busy, you know what I mean? I'm still in a heightened state right now. I was answering all the Q&A videos before this, but the Q&A went way longer than I thought it was going to. It took almost 2 hours to record it all, so then I was running late, so then I was rushing. Then I was late to showing up for this, so then I was still fucking like, oh my god. And, you know, now I'm here. So.
Fair warning.
Just slowly, you know.
Next lot.
Slowly leveling into the auction. The 25 subscribers, the 25,000 subscriber one, Rick. I put up the original video, I don't know, a week and a half ago now.
$120.
I was supposed to have that Q&A up last week, but didn't get to it. So it's going up tomorrow, hopefully. The 25,000 sub Q&A. Getting flushed out couldn't have happened to a better bunch of speculators. No comment.
Fair warning.
You live and die by the speculation, you know?
Next
you live and die by the speculation. Adam's Family, CGC 7.5A goes for $111 in the Game Boy lot here. Go Tank, 9.4A+.
Next lot.
Yeah, $139 that Latin copy still seems like a steal sub, yo. It just still seems too cheap. So here is Zelda Link's Awakening, 7.0A. Like I said, first handheld Zelda here, there's just not a lot of copies to go around.
Next lot.
Well, look at the comps on this.
$40.
And obviously for Zelda collectors, there's 41 on the pop report, which as far as a Zelda game goes, is nothing. Is this filtered? Let's go to Made in Japan. Okay, there's 25 standard prints. It gets even worse. 25 standard prints. We last saw 7.5A plus sell for $4,000 back in April. And if that's the case, this 7.0A today is probably a deal. Half the price of the last 7.5A plus. 7.5A plus also sold for $3,300 back in February. But you know, you can see that like you I want a copy of this. Eventually I want a copy of this game. There's just, you're limited on what you can get.
Fair warning.
You're just so frickin' limited. And if you're gonna jump into like the 8.0s, 9.0s of the world, you're gonna be paying out your ass. 9.0A plus, 4,500 is probably the best deal that ever happened for this game. That was in April of this year. 9.6A plus peaked out at 22,000. 9.6A plus peaked at 43,000. October 2021. Pretty freaking crazy.
$200.
So $2,000 for the 7.0A today. Lion King 6.5A there goes for 164. Here's Operation C, of course, part of the Contra series. 9.0A plus goes for 492.
$240.
Ultra published. Who else did? What's the variant on this game? I see in the title they put Operation C Ultra in brackets. Is there also another publisher on this one?
Next lot.
Maybe they just put it weird. The Smurfs 9.2A plus there goes for 216. Spy versus Spy 8.0A for 264.
Fair warning.
Top Rank Tennis 9.2A plus. 4 copies on the pop report. Jeez.
Fair warning.
You're about to do your first WATA submission. Let's go, dude. Yo, Quentin Fournier. Welcome.
$75.
You're just glad to be able to get some sealed games for relatively cheap? Yes, me too. Me too. Yeah, Rick, you're a dirty speculator. You're a dirty speculator. It's in there. I see you, man. We all are to a degree. That's the thing. It's just like, you know, being a speculator or a collector isn't a, is the word dichotomy where you can only be one or the other? But it's a spectrum. You know, we all fall somewhere on the collecting, speculating. Even the most casual ass collectors are speculating on what games they should buy sooner than they should buy other games. So all of us do it. It's just like, what degree do you do it to? You just lean heavier one way to the other, basically.
$95. $140.
Are you only interested in money with your speculation? Do you also speculate for collecting or purchase? You know, just depends.
Fair warning.
Mario Clash is a 6.5A plus, our only Game Gear or Virtual Boy game today. Wario Land 2 there went for 228. Top ranked tennis closed at 124. We're just about into N64 here.
Fair warning.
You got that Zelda, Alma. There you go. Very good. Gamer Stonks is going to have sign up soon, Jamie Chris. Soon. It's just about at a full launch. Not yet, though. Oh, there's also Konami published. Gotcha. There's Ultra and Konami. Gotcha. Do I buy games in local stores too? My local scene sucks, man. There's just no local stores for me to even go buy from. It's grossly overpriced and basically has a monopoly on the city.
$200. $220.
I could go to thrift stores and stuff, but I generally don't bother these days. You're so happy with your first graded game, the Pokemon Silver, which is posted in the Discord today. Let's go, Serum King.
$60.
That's awesome, man. Those first few games you get, like, you know, building the collection when everything's new and fresh, man, those are the best days. Cherish these days, Serum King. Cherish them.
Next lot. 42.
When the New York Times is writing articles, it's sort of the beginning of the end. Yeah, I agree. In hindsight, yeah, the writing was on the wall for that bubble to burst.
$50.
No doubt about it.
$55. $65. $70.
Just about to enter into N64 here. Is Sealed Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue worth getting graded? Absolutely, Matthew. At this point in time, it's basically worth grading any kind of vintage Pokemon game. It's Pokemon, it's cardboard, you can send it in for grading. Hopefully you have a nice copy. I know there were a lot of Mystery Dungeon Red that used to be floating around. Hopefully you're able to get yourself a nice one.
Fair warning.
Gauntlet Legends 9.4A plus here. Entering into N64.
$70.
Yeah, there are a ton. I agree with Super Lightwater. There are a ton. I just don't think you'll lose money getting it graded.
Next lot. $55.
Gauntlet Legends sells for $192. The 9.4A plus there into Madden 99. 9.4A plus plus. With the ISBN omitted. I don't know if that is the earlier or later release of the game. But we're only looking for like $100 here. If you're an N64 collector, we're looking for $100 on Madden. 9.4A plus plus. Basically a case fresh copy.
Fair warning.
We got that summer sale going on now. A lot of stuff's really slipping through the cracks on here in eBay. Yep. Anytime people aren't looking at the market is the #1 time you should be. And summer is one of those times where people are busy with vacations, other things. This is exactly a good time to be looking. And I tried to throw a cut bid at this. That seems crazy. Factory sealed Pilot Wings. It had water damage on it, but like 6.5A for $105? Really?
$46.
$100 for a factory sealed Pilot Wing? I just didn't think you could get any condition factory sealed for $100. This seems crazy. Damn. I know it said water damage, but like, Jesus.
Fair warning.
8.0A here on Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Is Smash Ultimate on Wii U worth grading? If you have the proper variant, Andrew, and if it's in super nice condition. If it's not in like really nice condition, no, I wouldn't bother. Even a 9.2 is not worth it.
Fair warning.
You need to get like really nice condition on Wii U games for it to be worth it. Unless you mean Brawl and Wii U games, but...
Fair warning.
Oh, Smash Brawl and Wii U? Yeah, Brawl and Wii U both have a lot of different variants.
$180.
So if you have early variants on those, it could be worth it, but... Here's Banjo Pilot. This is the first time it's been at... Yes, first time at Heritage, there was one on Certified Link, which I purchased. I'm pretty sure it's still a WATA Pop Zero, I think.
$280.
And here is a CGC copy finally popping up. Yeah, watch it stonk. Exactly, Supyo. I thought it was going to sell, man. I was going to toss a bid at this amount, because fuck it. But, yeah, no, Banjo Pilot on Heritage, and this, in this market? Nah. I probably should have just bought it to protect the market on it. I should have just pumped it myself, Supyo. $312 for Banjo Pilot.
$60, $70, $90, $100, $120, $130.
Yes, Gamer Stonks is manually moderated for errors and mislabels, Simon. Tim has taken a lot of time to go through himself and make sure everything lines up. I can say that confidently.
Next lot. $120.
Are graded copies of Tears even selling right now? Have there been some? Anyone buying a graded copy of Tears right now for like anything, you know, if you're paying 50 to 100 bucks above retail to get yourself a 9.8 A++, then whatever, but anything more than that is ridiculous. So hopefully people aren't out there buying copies of Tears already. Here's Legacy of Goku, but it is the Italian version. 6 of them inside of this shipping case. And it's actually still getting bids. Jesus.
$280.
Went up to 870 bucks on those. Still some value. Still some value in the PAL copies of that game. Here's Ultimate Spider-Man, 6 inside of there.
Next lot. $55.
Yeah, just a ton of bubble wrap in a sturdy box, super light water. There's no, like, secret sauce to shipping in the games. Just make sure they're well protected in there.
$85. $95.
How you caught up on you guys here?
$120.
Sealed DS games, it just depends on what game you have, Matthew, and the condition. If it's Pokemon games on DS, yeah, it's basically worth grading all of those too.
Next lot. $18.
But
$24.
If you're just talking about like random DS games, I mean, I would probably argue most DS games right now still aren't worth grading. There's just better priority out there. 18-wheeler American Pro Trucking went for 9.4A plus 139. Here's Battalion Wars, 9.4A. Looking for 70 bucks. Just slowly putting its way up there. Oh yeah, White Wolf. I love Star Wars Racer 2. Fantastic game. Grew up playing it.
$48.
Yeah, that's great to hear, HW, man. There's value everywhere right now. It's one of those things where people, like, even in the, I did my Q&A video, right? And a lot of people are asking, like, oh, what should I be buying right now? What should I be investing in? If you had this much money, what would you buy? And it's just like, it's not so much about what you buy right now. It's just go find the value. There's value in anything. Greg, you bought the Banjo Pilot. I bought the, I think it was a VGA 90 on Certified Link, a 90 plus. I don't know.
Next lot. $26, $28, $32.
Why isn't it coming up?
$34.
Banjo Pilot. I bought this one. $904 on Certified Link for the 90 plus. I bought it in August 2022.
$44. $46. $48.
And I thought mine was a steal, personally.
$50. $55. $60.
Can someone asked me about Vita Collection in the Q&A video, so just wait until tomorrow for that to come up. I talk about Vita a bit in that. Should publish tomorrow. What did the Star Wars end at? The N64 copy ended at like 124 bucks. 124 bucks.
Next lot.
Hulk goes for $89 there. Here's Kirby Air Ride. I am going to give this a little bit of juice. We'll take it up to 300 bucks. I still need a copy for my collection.
You've been outbid.
360 now. 384. I'm out. I'm out on it. But really cool game. Still one I need factory sealed. Fantastic game. But
fair warning.
What'd the F-Zero go for? $149. There's a ton of these out there, Super Light Water. Ton of GP Legend out there, so not that valuable of a game on GBA. Kirby does close at $372. Here's Zelda Twilight Princess, 9.4A plus on this one as well. Hello, DK. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. You need that Italian version for the collection? That's where I draw the line, Shredder Retro. Very rarely do I bring
fair warning.
PAL stuff into the collection. I don't think I'll really ever bring PAL stuff in.
Next lot. $280.
The Twilight Princess at $600. Here's 9.4A on Zelda and Master Quest. 600 bucks for Twilight feels good.
Fair warning.
Am I crazy?
Next lot. $120.
9.48 Plus is a pretty good grade, but the last WATA 9.48 Plus sold in February for $432. Going over to CGC, we haven't seen it. 85 Plus copy just sold on Certified Link for $550. That was in May, just like 2 weeks ago.
Warning.
85 Plus on Heritage back in January for $552. Yeah, Twilight Princess today, Jesus. 9.6A WATA went for $500 in February. Maybe we just haven't seen it in a while, so there was some pent-up demand on Heritage, but $600 is a hell of a sale for it today.
$70.
9.6A Plus even sold for $576 in January. Maybe people are just really excited for some CGC copies to be popping up? I don't know.
Fair warning.
CGC copy here of Resident Evil as well, 9.4A.
$200.
Mine was Death of Steel. Well, it's cool you were able to pick up one, Craig. I've been waiting to see a Banjo Pilot go to auction, so.
Next lot.
I think getting it at auction the way you just did is the best you can hopefully expect to do for it. Anyone who actually owns one, I don't think they're going to be looking for it to go away.
$5.
Oh, that was you? You forgot about the Q&A? Yeah. It's coming, man. It's coming. Q&A video's coming. I meant to have it up last week, but just didn't get to it, so.
Fair warning.
The amount of times you watched it, you never really seen a graded Metabots Rakusho for the GBA. Love the Metabots version back in the day. You have Rakusho sealed, bad sealed, but still sealed. Yeah, I don't think we've seen either of the Metabots games come up at Heritage. A lot of the more, like, niche collector type of games don't show up all that often. GBA in general, we never really see, like, a ton of it, if that makes sense.
Fair warning.
We'll see some GBA, but usually it's Mario's, Zelda's, Fire Emblem.
$130.
We never get really deep into the GBA library, or else not usually anyway. Your best bet at seeing any of that stuff, Serum, is at one of the 6th gen and beyond showcase auctions. Sometimes those bring out the more esoteric collector titles for the more modern consoles like GBA. In a weekly, though, yeah, you're probably not going to see a Metabots come up in a weekly ever.
$220.
It's very unlikely anyway. The fact that we saw Banjo Pilot today was like, whoa, like, wow, that's crazy. So,
fair warning.
That on its own is like a huge standout.
$80.
As far as GBA weird titles go.
$90.
Entering into DS, though, we start off with Dawn of Sorrow going for $240 and Portrait of Ruin. Both 9.6A pluses on these.
$170. Fair warning.
Grading would only be worth it on a game like that, Serum King, if it's in solid condition, in my opinion. Like, I don't know how many people are particularly looking for a low-grade sealed copy versus a raw sealed copy. You know what I mean?
Fair warning.
Portrait of Ruin goes for $192. Here is our... Well, we have a few 3DS games today, actually. Starting off here with 9.6A Plus on Link Between Worlds. Not a world copy. I repeat, it's finally not a world copy, and holy shit has bidding gone... Okay, am I crazy?
Fair warning.
This seems really high, isn't it? How hard is it to get Link Between Worlds these days? $576 on the 9.6A Plus? What? Also, welcome Eric Stevenson. Just in time to see Zelda on 3DS sell for $600. Jesus. Here's Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, 9.6A Plus as well. Is this also going to go pretty hard? We'll see what happens here. Interesting.
Fair warning.
Yeah, I would only go after anything PAL if it is PAL exclusive as well, and even then, I don't know if I'm that excited, Shredder. How hard is it to get 9.8 on a PS4, PS5 games? You'd see a lot of 9.6s. It's definitely the next level of difficulty, Frank. Like, there is still some, you know, barrier to entry on 9.8 with PS4, PS5. But we'll know a lot more once the Pop Report actually publishes.
$65.
I don't want to make any speculations yet as to how hard it is. We should have a new Pop Report published. Hopefully it will include these consoles we don't have in another 1 to 2 months, hopefully. Dark Moon did not see the same pump there. Dark Side of the Moon went for
Fair
139.
warning.
And here's Star Fox 64 3D, 9.8 A plus on it. Great grade on this game.
$140.
Sitting at $169 here, working its way up slowly.
$160.
Slowly working its way up.
$70. $108. $190.
Yo, take care, Super Light Water. Good to see you in here, man.
Fair warning. Next lot. $60.
Star Fox 3D goes for 216 there. Here's Mario 3D Land, 9.4 A plus. I'm almost surprised this didn't get a little bit more bids, being a 9.8 A plus. Almost surprised it didn't push a little bit harder there. Just because it's a 9.8, you know? Like we said, the game's from 2011. It's still some difficulty in getting a mint copy of the game. It's 12 years old now on Star Fox 64 3D, which is pretty crazy in itself. Mario 3D Land, 9.4 A plus. Also 2011 release.
$100.
You have a factory sealed Zelda Triforce Heroes 3DS that you think is worth sending in for grading just now? No kidding. What's pretty easy to be done on cardboard, Rick? You think those GameCube games are going for too much? You have some, but not spending $600 on Twilight. So many out there. Yeah, it's tough, man. During the boom HW, they were all worth so much more too. Like I'm pretty sure even Kirby's Air Ride peaked out at like $1,500 during the boom. So, you know, it's just 9.4 A plus, the same grade we just saw sell today, $1,560 back in July 2021. Today it's selling for what, 70% discount? So it depends, you know. Is this the fair price now, or are we still gonna see it fall? Down 70% from the high sounds pretty crazy, but it probably never should have sold for $1,500 in the first place. But it's kind of crazy how far some of these GameCube titles have fallen already. Tears is driving prices, Jesus. Are we lagging here? Am I lagging or is Heritage lagging? Who's lagging? Where's this lagging wagon come from? I hope it's not me. It might be me. Let's see what my thing looks like. I look okay, I think. Stream health. Oh, excellent. Hey, nice and healthy. Everything's looking good here. That's good to see. So Heritage is lagging? It's Heritage, it's Heritage? Alright. Good to see. About halfway through the auction right now, so I mean, hopefully it picks back up. You remember when your local grocery store was liquidating their inventory of games and sold Zelda Link Between Worlds for $5 a pop? You weren't collecting sealed at the time. RIP. Yep. I wish I would have bought more stuff at retail in general, Super Junk. Like, very, very rarely did I go to retail, like Walmart, Target, wherever, and pick up sealed games for discounts. Very rarely did I do that. William H., you're brand new to slab games. How much does it damage the value of the item if the slab has cosmetic damage? Not really at all, to be honest. I mean, at most, I guess a $40 recasing fee, but even then, no one really, like, it just depends how bad the damage is. Yeah, Power Collectors is saying there. Basically just the recasing fee. It doesn't matter that much. Thoughts on CGC now grading VHS tapes? Yes, Frank Nye. Actually kind of exciting. Like, I've been waiting for one of these big companies to do it. I know Beckett got into it, but to be quite frank, I don't want to grade with Beckett, and their VHS cases kind of sucked ass, in my opinion. So CGC doing it now, I'm actually pretty excited. Like, I think I'm going to use CGC for VHS grading. Do you know what the price is on it, Frank? And then at least, like, I'll probably have some CGC games as well right away here. Then I guess they'll match the games in the VHS in the collection too, which will be nice. It's not like bringing in another third random company if I want to display stuff together. $60 a tape. Ugh. Ah. $60 a tape still hurts, I'll be honest. That still hurts. It just limits it so much to what you can actually send in. Like Alma just said, do VHS tapes sell for more than the grading fee? Exactly. At $60 a pop, you have to have something pretty substantial for VHS. Damn, I was hoping you were going to say like $40. Only thing which you'd still be interested in grading due to amazing condition is your sealed Pokemon mini console Wooper edition. Yes, that actually sounds cool. VGA will probably grade that for you too, if you reach out. Yeah, you'd probably have to send them an email first, but Heritage realized they hadn't added the obligatory Halo 4 to the auction yet. Had to take a pause and get Halo 4. Is Halo 4 in here today? It has to be, right? It has to be. Surely you're just kidding. I can't even go forward anymore. Looks like we're resuming. Come on, Halo 4. Where are you? Don't worry, they have added it to the auction. 9.8A plus and 9.6A plus. It's in the catalog. Do not worry, folks. They are here. That was a close one. That was a really close one. We almost had an auction without it there. Yeah, there it is now. Exactly, exactly. Barry went and slipped it in. Yes, if you were to buy discounted games on clearance, Elijah, it is almost guaranteed they would be later prints, but it just depends how much on clearance they are. Like, if they're $5-10 a pop for factory sealed Zelda games, it doesn't matter if you're buying later prints, you know what I mean? There's casual collectors or even just collectors in general who either won't know that they're buying a later print or won't care. So you got a lot of sealed tapes locally you can hunt for. Most of it's junk, but there are a few gems here and there, mostly stuff you want to keep for yourself, so the grading fee is whatever. Yeah, I mean, a lot of my stuff I want to keep for myself too, but it's also like, if I only paid 20, 30, 40 bucks for the VHS, it kind of sucks to double that fee with a $60 grading fee, you know? Is WATA going to grade VHS power collectors? Has WATA talked about grading VHS? I know $39 for game submissions, but I haven't heard anything to do with them in VHS. Yeah, okay. Searching for Halo 4 is how I look for upcoming Tuesday night auctions. You think they're listed out through August. Oh my god, Brian. That's actually insane. That's so funny, man. You look for the Halo 4, then you know the weekly's coming up. Yo, Mountain Dew Biter Man with the $9.99. Huge thank you, dude. Haven't supered in a while. What do you think of the main funds that result in high-end collection? Credit card loans, money laundering, grandpa's inheritance. Some people's stuff just blows your mind. Wow. Yeah, I would assume in general, like, if you have high-end collections, you've either been doing this for a really fucking long time. Like, I have, you know, what I would say is close to a high-end collection without ever having a high-end level of income. But I've been doing it for almost 15 years. So you can do it for a really fucking long time. That's one thing that people have. And I think the other side is just people who have a lot of money. Like, not like credit cards or loans or anything. It's just like business owners, doctors, any other high-paying job that are just into collecting. Amongst us, you know, if amongst all of the poors of the world that enjoy collecting, there's also the rich people, or, you know, people who just make 100, 200K a year who also enjoy collecting. So if you look at it from the same basis where, let's say I make $50,000 a year and I spend $500 on something, if someone makes $500,000 a year, they spend $5,000 on something the exact same. So just kind of all relative to how much money you really make. And really at 100,000 plus, I mean, it depends where you live, but 100,000, 200,000 plus, you can really do some damage in this hobby. You can really do some damage in game collecting. Like, if we think that even, you know, high-grade Marios are $10,000, like, that's just not that much money for someone or for people who have money. So The 500K per year guys have Sean look for games for them, though. Yeah, I mean, right at that point as well, you might have advisors. You might have people buying for you. It's just like... Yeah, exactly, right? When the Reddit CEO comes by and just fucks up the signature auction. It's just crazy that in this auction, I mean, we could even just look at Alma, right? Like, title in the Discord, him alone is able to, like, create a floor on certain games. Like, create a floor and just siphon up deals endlessly, right? That's one guy who might be, like, a millionaire. And you can see the damage or just how much supply one person can get in this hobby. Like, I know it's, there's a lot of, like, perception that it's a really expensive hobby and stuff, but, like, a single millionaire does a lot of damage or can do a lot of influence to this hobby. A single person, right? So, it's interesting in that way. Yeah, Alma the Protector, exactly. If you need a floor price, Alma is there for you. So it just depends what, you know, a high-end collection is and how we perceive that and how much money is a lot of money. You swear Gamer Stonks didn't crash Heritage? Yeah, you're doing a fresh scrape right now. At retail, you try to check the game that's in front of the plastic display case on a string to see if there's a 000A that can be requested. Yes. You're in deep, Elijah. You're doing it right. We apologize for the delay. Hopefully we'll be up soon. Looks like we've been delayed about 10 minutes now. Jeez. You got to get in early mostly. Yeah, getting in early is obviously the best thing, but obviously not everyone has the option of simply getting in early. I hear if you're a dentist, you have a lot of money. Exactly, right? Funny enough, the evil dentist just has a lot of money because he's a frickin' dentist. Does it, JT? Jesus, are dentists really that disgruntled? Are they really? That seems like a weird stat. Goes to show how brittle the game market is still. Yeah, it's just how, like, there just isn't that much money flowing through it. There just isn't that much money flowing through this hobby still. Like, there's stuff that's liquid, there's stuff that's good, but, you know, 1 or 2 millionaires could enter into this hobby at any time and just fuck things up for everyone. No one's actually in person, Mackie Soars. It's just people, like, on the internet. These auctions aren't actually live. Lots of quiet people with massive collections as well. Yeah, Craig, I think you would fall into that category, Craig. I'm not sure you've really showed off your collection or participate on social media. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there kind of just like you. Or yeah, even Supyo, right? Like, even that dude doesn't share that much. Posted on Facebook there once, but... Who's the millionaire that came in during the Nintendo Age days? Omar? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what does Craig have hiding? That is a good question. What does Craig have hiding? Did I check the condition on my Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Edition? Yes, Hockey Guy, I did. 85 plus at best. It doesn't have any corner damage or massive dings or anything, but it has like indents and scuffs. I think it has three indents or scuffs on it. So 85 plus at best. If it gets an 85 plus, I'd be super happy. But yeah, it's not a 90 or anything, unfortunately. Yeah, Supyo is loud as fuck on social media, but he doesn't share stuff. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. He doesn't share a lot of stuff. He always has something to say, but he doesn't share a lot of stuff. There's a difference there. Yeah, I did see. WATA is lowering it to $39 a game starting June 1st. I think it's just a June special, but it's going to be $39 per game. Let me just check it out what they said here. They announced it in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. There's a link in the description of the video. I'll post a little link for you guys here so you can join the Discord if you're not already. We're still just waiting for Heritage to fire back up here. My Discord link. There we go. Put a nice little link in there for you guys. Join the Discord if you're not already. That's how you find out about the latest information in this hobby. But over in the WATA Discord, where the hell did they say it? Yes, here, starting June 1st, get your games in the new holders for only $39. Turbo is going to be $39, good until June 30th. So you have the whole month of June to submit for WATA games. What is that? $10 off then, right? Instead of $49, it is $39. Yeah, I leave Carl Jobst on red. I need to get back to the man. Don't look at that. I swear I'll answer Carl eventually. Yeah, big popular famous streamer Greg doesn't answer Carl Jobst. Oh, fuck off, Carl. I'll get to you when I get to you. Oh, God. I'm a terrible person. If any of you guys have sent me DMs, sometimes, man, it just takes me a while to get to you. Sometimes it just takes me a while to get to you. Tim, I left you on red not long ago. I know I left you on red not long ago. You gave me a suggestion for content, and I left you on red. Sorry, man. Yeah, the WATA Discord's kind of dead at this point. It sucks. It sucks. Like, it was a good idea in theory, but then, I mean, they had those issues. The people who were, like, chatting in the Discord basically got fired, let go, whatever, and now it's just, ugh. You opened one shipping box of 4 Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Edition. The condition was okay. Some scuffs, dings. Yeah, mine had scuffs and dings on the face of the game. Like, it wasn't the edges, it wasn't the corners. It was the face of the box that had issues, which is so weird. Yeah, seriously, Alma, now that there's delays and issues, maybe this is when we can get our deals. Maybe this is now when there's going to be deals for this auction. Is there anything in my collection I don't want you guys to know about? I don't think so. I think you guys know everything that's, like, super at this point. I don't think there's anything I've held back at this point, Elijah. Like, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. There's, like, I don't parade my collection around a lot, so there might be stuff that you don't know about. But there isn't anything where it's like, I'm sitting on 10 copies of a game and I don't want you guys to know. Like, I don't have anything like that, so. Yeah, the WATA Discord's still a thing, but it's, you know. Does anyone know CGC grade Switch games with the sleeves? I actually don't know, JT. I don't know if you can send in anything. Yeah, you did call me a monkey. You did. Then I had to answer real quick. There's one thing you don't call Greg, it's a monkey. Rick, the highest tiers of Patreon are closed, man. No one can even get in on that. You can't even get in on the highest Patreon anymore. It's all closed off. So at this point, you have to be a $10 member to get those preferential responses. Or that's it. Or else you just get left on red. Doesn't matter who you are. Yeah, I built an empire off of Mizkif. Mizkif definitely helps up, yo. He definitely helped, man. That was my first coming out party. Thank God. Thank God someone like Miz got into this hobby for a bit. You'd be sad if you were the Modern Warfare consigner. Why are these right here? What the fuck's going on with this? Oh, because it's a Wii game. I saw the Xbox 360 game and I was like, what? But yeah, 2 Wii games. It's in the Wii block. I get it. Yeah, at this point, I mean, I think we've been delayed for 15 minutes. It's got to start becoming a consideration of, does Heritage just run the auction tomorrow? Because like Chokeslime just said, if you are a consigner, like let's assume, maybe you're the consigner of like this Skyward Sword or of the Twilight Princess coming up, some of the Sega games. At this point, it is inevitable that people have walked away from the auction. It's inevitable. So at some point, they're randomly going to resume this auction. How many people have just walked away? It starts becoming a consideration for sure, as to if we're just going to bump to Wednesday. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully we do finish this out today, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, that's what it seems, Supio, and that's what I've heard, is that getting an actual mint copy of Tears of the Kingdom Collectors is going to be difficult. DK, generally if you're keeping collection pieces secret, it's because you are, like, either accumulating multiple pieces of it, or some people keep stuff private just because they don't want... Like, if you have a ton of expensive shit, some people just like to stay more private. And that can just be for, like, you know, safety purposes or not wanting to, like... Like, there's a few reasons. The most nefarious, I guess, would just be that you're accumulating multiple copies of something. Because if you're doing something like that, if you tell people, like, oh, I have 20 copies of this sealed game, it can fuck up the market for that game. As in, the value of it can go down. That's probably the number one motivation people have for keeping stuff secret. And then the other one, just not wanting people to know what you own. Remember when CGC 9.5s were like completely broken and every time one came to auction this would happen? Good times. Outside of about 50 people, no one gives a fuck about our collections anyway. You're always talking to the same people about stuff I get. Yup. Agreed fully, Chris. It's a small hobby still, man. It's a small hobby. Yeah, exactly, right? Like Tim Atwood. Did anything ever come with that Stadium Events box? Good God, what a shit show that was. As far as I know, the Tim Atwood collection was grossly overblown. That's where my mind is on it. Grossly overblown as to what he actually had. But yeah, exactly. Or you be Tim and try to fuck with the market. Some people do that as well. Which is such a, like, chaotic neutral position to take. Like, if you have a bunch of rare stuff, right? And you're like, oh, you guys think that's rare? You guys are paying $50,000 for it? Well, I'll tell you what. I have 17 of them. It's just, like, such a weird, chaotic... Like, you know, chaotic neutral. Like, you're not helping yourself. You're screwing over people who might be buying and selling it at high values. You're not helping yourself. It's an odd place to be. BS, son? Yeah. You giving me early access is the... CGC does grade slipcover Switch games. They have a graded Grease with the slipcover. There we go. So I guess they do. Good to know. Good to know. You're heading out. See you guys. Yeah, take care, Odin, man. Take care. We are now going on to 20 minutes here of the auction being broken. Should you start buying vintage Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Yes. The good thing about vintage Yu-Gi-Oh cards are they are an investment that can never go down in value. Yu-Gi-Oh's popularity is arguably the highest it's ever been, right? Like, Yu-Gi-Oh is popular as fuck. So if you invest in vintage cards right now, they can only go up. They can only go up from here. Yu-Gi-Oh will never die. Alma, no, I have to disagree with that opinion. Please don't say that. Let's get someone else buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards, please. Please, Alma, for the love of God, we need one new entrant into that market. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh's pretty freaking dead, though, across the board. Like, you know what, Pokemon tanked as well? Yu-Gi-Oh! Followed the exact same, like, Yu-Gi-Oh's dead as well. It's the only real way you can say it. I'm still picking up some Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff here and there. I just love collecting it, but yeah. It's pretty much dead as well. As dead as Pokemon is. Probably more dead, honestly. Because modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't have value the same way Pokemon does. At least with modern Pokemon, it's like as hot as it has ever been. People are paying a fuck ton for like modern PSA 10s. Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't have that. Does this mean Halo 4 isn't going to sell? It's all over. No. No, you're right. The streak is going to be broken. The only thing that could break the Halo streak was Heritage itself breaking. A frickin' travesty. An absolute travesty. The Halo 4 streak has ended because the entire website broke. What are you asking, Rick? You own a game from the Tim Atwood collection, an N64 Atomic Trouble, or Tonic Trouble, really? And a mediocre Tonic Trouble came from the Atwood collection. Like, yeah, that's what I mean when I say the Atwood collection was just overblown. Nothing ever came of the most expensive things that he showed. Like, there were stadium events boxes. I remember there was a black box, soccer box. I think there was tennis as well. I don't think anything ever came of those. Supyo, I guess you would know best. Did any of these case pack NES games, like maybe Zelda 2, Wolverine, did any of these come from Atwood? What actually came from the Atwood collection? Okay, Jamie Chris VA. I guess I should say with some modern PSA Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I know that Starlights have quite a bit of chase to them. Outside of that, man, I guess I don't know. I don't know what else there would be. Starlights are all I can think of. Maybe a Ghosts, I guess. Some of the modern Ghosts in 10 are pretty fucking expensive. Ghosts from the Past 2 had some bangers in there. I think getting 10s on those was pretty difficult. Yo, White Wolf, appreciate you coming in, man. Yeah, it says the auction's coming back. It says the auction's coming back. We'll be resuming the auction momentarily as the temporary technical issues have been resolved. We'll see. You'll show me in private it's all modern junk? Oh, nope, none of them. Jesus. I look forward to seeing it, Supyo. We're back. We're back. Jesus. I guess we're finishing out today.
Fair warning.
Super Mario 3D Land 9.4 A+ on it.
$60.
The guy that bought all of his games got the pedigree. Really? So the Tim Atwood collection wasn't even from Tim Atwood? Is that what you're saying, Supyo?
$180.
Like, Tim Atwood sold everything to a single person who then got the pedigree for himself? If so, I mean, hey.
Fair warning.
No harm, no foul, but... Starlights and Dark Magician Girls, yep. But of course.
$40.
It's not even Atwood. Jesus, that's crazy, man. I really thought that was Atwood who had it all done.
Fair warning.
That's crazy.
$150.
DK, I have personally never thought of getting into Legos. Lego doesn't, like, I wasn't a Lego kid. I played with Lego a bit, and it was just like, eh. It just didn't ever do much for me. My younger brothers collect Lego to a degree, but not seriously. But they were much more into Lego than I was.
$65. $75.
Entering into Nintendo Wii here. Jesus, that was... I should have wrote down the timestamps, I guess. When did the break start here? 7:50 p.m. there. So about 6:50, about 50 minutes into the auction, give or take. Break. 50 minutes in, give or take.
Fair warning.
Break end.
$130.
So gotta make some timestamps here for the VOD. Fuck, that was like 22 minutes, hey? That's wild. Almost 23 minutes. Hour 13. We'll write down his timestamp there. All right, entering into Wii here. And we started at the 1:13:30 mark. All right, we're all on track. We're all on track.
Next lot.
That was Zelda Twilight or Skyward Sword, sorry, 9.48 plus from 154. Here's Super Mario Bros. Wii. This is a mess of a listing. Absolute mess. So Heritage is saying this is the foil red case. It's not. It's the white case reissue. CGC label says it's made in Japan. It's not. It's a USA print. So this is a USA 9.6 A plus white case reissue. That's actually what this is. This is not a Japan red case foil. So please just be aware of what you're bidding on here. Heritage has it wrong. CGC has it wrong. Between the two of them, they have a wrong sandwich. Sold for 180 bucks. No more Heroes 9.4 A plus. First time at Heritage Auctions. Went for $63. Wow, okay. $61.
$30.
Resident Evil Chronicles. Thankful for being outbid. Yes, no doubt, Power Collectors. That one was a mess, man.
Fair warning. $34.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Modern cards have those high prices because Konami treats the TCG format harshly compared to OCG. Yeah, I've also seen that, like, TCG print quality with Konami is pretty dog shit, so that also helps PSA 10s have value because they're printed so poorly, you just won't get a 10.
$42.
You picked up the Atari 2600 and NES logo sets? Nice.
$4.
I debated getting those too, Craig, but then I was like, why? You know what I mean?
$46. $48.
Can you back out of a winning bid if Heritage has the wrong description? Like, probably, JT.
Fair warning.
You probably can, but it would probably also be like a bit of a headache. But given that the CGC case is wrong and the Heritage description is wrong, surely you could back out, right? Surely.
Fair warning.
I don't know how much of a headache it would be, though.
$60.
You read red case and didn't notice it was white until after you bid? Thankfully, you were outbid as well. Jesus. Yeah, the thing that caught my attention is CGC had it as a made in Japan. So I was like, oh my god, a Japan red case. Like, finding a Japan red case is actually very difficult.
Fair warning.
So, I was excited about it too until I actually looked at it more. Resident Evil Archives are 89 bucks there. Group lot of 3 CIB games here. This is wild that these were sent in for grading.
Fair warning.
Legends of Rock, DJ Hero 2, and Wii Music. 3 CIB games. You got me, man. You got me.
Fair warning.
Guitar Hero is an 8.0. DJ Hero is a 9. Like, they aren't even great games. Like, great grades, I mean.
95, 100.
Here's Wind Waker HD 9.4 A plus. I just gave it a couple bids there. Now it's at 288. I'm out. What's the deal with Link Between Worlds? I have no idea, Goob, but it sold for a lot of money tonight.
Next lot.
Comac, if you do have a perfect condition COD 4 for PS3, you can reset that disc. Resetting a PS3 disc is fully possible to do.
$90.
There's videos on YouTube about, like, throwing it into a pillow or onto a mattress that you can get the disc back in. You could also, I mean, you'd have to go a little bit harder with this, but if you push directly on the case from the top, you can also get it back into place without causing much damage. You know what I mean? Like, if you get desperate, you can just push downwards on the top of the case. Find a soft spot and push.
$120.
So definitely get that disc set back no matter what. Hopefully you can do it without needing to actually push into it.
Fair warning.
I saved the followers money but cost Heritage money. Yes. Seriously. Heritage needs to fire this guy. I'm out here costing the auction house money.
Fair warning.
The least I can do is help with these notices when I notice them.
140.
If I notice something's just blatantly wrong, I mean, surely I have a responsibility to tell you guys, right?
$150.
You've done that and it damaged the back of the case, so you're worried? Yeah. If you press on the case, it will imprint? Yeah. That's why I'm saying, as a last ditch, if you have to press on it, like, you can get that disc back in.
Next lot.
Because having the disc set back is better than just having, like, I would rather have the disc back than worry about an imprint. Yeah, practice on a CIB. Perfect answer right there. Get some practice in. Here's Action
Next
52
lot.
for the Sega Genesis.
$10.
Starting off the Sega Genesis
$14.
lots here. Yo, by Atari, welcome in, dude.
$18.
Welcome, man.
$22. $24.
Action 52 closes at 432. By Atari shows up right after the auction delays. Guy thinks he's gonna walk in here now and get some deals. James Pond is a 6.5A.
Fair warning.
We only had one Master System game today as well. We don't have much
Next
Genesis either. Then we're right into PS1.
$20.
We might fly through this auction too now that there has been the delay. We'll have to see how this goes. We're about halfway through the auction right now. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. Hit the like button. It does help out the stream.
Next
Go
lot.
Montana Sports Talk Football
$12.
number 2.
$30.
9.48 plus goes to 252 on that. Into MLB pay. Into baseball here. EA Sports MLB Baseball. 9.4B.
$38. $42. $46.
James Pond, that game gave you nightmares? Creepy level design, as if. As if.
Fair warning.
I've never played James Pond. It doesn't look like a
Next
game that
lot.
would be creepy, though, I'll be honest with you.
$480.
Doesn't look like a creepy one.
$650.
Black Belt was so fun, it's the Master System's version of Kung Fu. I
Fair warning.
I think I've played like 3 Master System games total in my life.
Next lot.
That's it.
$12.
Jack Fu was a
$14.
9.8 A++ or $720. Let's go, Shaq Fu. And here is Majesco release of Aladdin
warning.
and also the Majesco release of Lion King.
$18.
By Atari, what do you have coming up? Your dedicated heritage auction.
Fair warning.
What do you have coming up by
$22.
Atari? I'm not sure I'm familiar, or I know about your dedicated auction coming up.
$30.
Master System has like 15 cool games. Okay, good. I thought you were going to be a big homer for the Master System and be like, oh, you got to go play
Fair
Master
warning.
System. The games are amazing. I'm telling you, they're not all shit.
$32.
But like, you know, in my head, it's like, there's not much on there. So yeah, you saying 15 games, I would agree with that.
Fair warning.
I would say there's 15 games where I thought about trying them
Next
out or
lot.
playing them, or they caught my
$7.
interest.
$14.
You spent an hour resetting an Xbox game and it still got 9.4. Well, did you send it in beforehand, Timothy? Like, do you know what the grade was before you reset it?
Fair warning.
Yeah, Buy Atari comes in just to pump his stuff, no doubt. What a guy. September 7th, approximately 100 items.
Fair
What
warning.
do you have coming up? Is it in the auction
$24.
upcoming? Check out the auction calendar here.
$26.
What day did you say? September 7th.
$28.
Yeah, okay,
$30.
the single owner's video game. I had the single owner video games. I had no idea what this even was, man. I had
Fair
no
warning.
idea what this auction was. I can't even look at it, it looks like, at this point. But yeah, I will be covering it. I just didn't know what it was. So what is it? Single owner
Fair
video
warning.
games doesn't give me much to go off of for a auction description.
Next lot.
$550.
Here's Streets of Rage again on Game Gear. This is wild. This is like our 3rd copy we've seen come up now in the span of what, a month and
Fair
some?
warning.
I think the other 2 copies sold for a bit over $1,000. This one's an 80
Next
plus.
lot.
$55.
Goes for
$150.
$630. Here's Android Assault 9.0B plus. A Sega CD launch title, no less. Wow.
Fair warning.
I think Android Assault has value. I can't even remember.
Next lot.
Sega CD has a few weird ones where there's actually some value.
$70.
I don't know if this is one or not. $169 there.
$80.
Cool that it's a launch title, though.
$90.
Here's Heir of Zendor 9.8A plus. Speaking
Fair
of
warning.
Master System, you have Rampage 9.8A. Is it worth consigning? I mean,
Next
I
lot.
would say so, Elysium.
$32.
Rampage seems to
$75.
always do very well at Heritage. People love Rampage. And if you have Rampage in a 9.8,
warning.
it has to do well, right? It has to do well.
$85.
Oh, the single owner is you. It's a placeholder name until they set it up.
Fair warning.
Ah. That makes more sense.
$95.
That makes way more sense by Atari. So, yeah, I will be covering the auction, though. That's the overall answer for you. I will be covering
Fair
it.
warning.
Sounds like it's going to have some pretty insane stuff in it.
$110.
You posted screenshots from James Pond in the Discord social. James Pond had eerie levels and NPCs, background characters.
Fair
I
warning.
look forward to looking at those, Simon. Right now, it's Jurassic Park:
Next
The Lost
lot.
World on Saturn there, 9.6B plus or 134, and here's
$60.
Virtua Cop, 9.6B plus.
$70.
You had a 9.4 A++ loose disc. You cracked it out and got 9.4 A+.
Fair warning.
Oh my god.
$80.
Macmorn, my guy. Oh my god. That's a kick in the nuts, dude.
Fair
Like, you're
warning.
saying you put the disc back in place and got a lower grade, right?
$90.
You'll consider the next Sega showcase? Yeah, either
$100.
Sega... Oh my god. Been talking for like 3 hours straight now if we add in the Q&A sesh.
Fair warning.
Either Sega Showcase
$110.
or Signature. I don't know which one they'll recommend, but
$120.
either or. I think the next Sega Showcase is quite a ways away yet, isn't it?
Fair warning.
Yeah, it's in October, so I guess if you want to try and jam that into the next
lot.
Signature auction,
$48.
like you have a week to do it, that's in July. But if you want the Sega auction, that is all the way in October, so just depends.
Fair
Just
warning.
depends. Depends what you want to do with it. Those are your two
$110.
options, I would say, though. Yeah, that's insane, Macmorn. Like, that's actually insane.
Fair warning.
Like I said, man, that's just a kick in the nuts. That hurts. Here's Echo the Dolphin, Defender of the Future. Highest graded copy. Or
Fair
tied with
warning.
one other one, sorry. The Dreamcast version of Echo.
$130.
The cover is even done by Boris Vallejo, legendary fantasy artist.
Fair warning.
Echo got himself a Boris
$140.
Vallejo cover. That's insane.
$150.
Let's go, Echo the Dolphin. That's so funny that Boris did it. Jesus.
$160. $170.
Crazy. There's only 3 on the pop report, and somehow, some way, there are 2 9.8 pluses.
Fair
It's
warning.
still at WATA, so no signature.
$180.
Dang, dude.
$190.
That's huge. You got a 9.8A, though. That's huge. That
Fair
game
warning.
has to do well. It just has to. And it seems with
Next lot.
$2.
yeah, with Boris as
$12.
the artist, Echo is ripped, no doubt. $216 for Echo the Dolphin,
Fair
Defender
warning.
of the Future. Here's NHL
$14.
2K2 9.4A++ from a factory 4-pack, no less, on Dreamcast here.
$16.
And we're just about at the PS1 portion here. We're going to go through PS1, PS2,
warning.
PS3, and then we enter into Xbox, Xbox 360, and then we are headed home, folks.
Next lot.
$32.
NHL 2K2 goes for $43. Here's Phantasy Star Online version 2, 9.6A+.
Fair warning.
Put down a timestamp here for
$36.
PS1.
$40.
Was that with CGC or with
$44.
WATA Macmorn? Where you broke it out, reset the disc, and got a lower grade.
$48.
And you grabbed the Jurassic Park. You needed a sealed copy. Yeah, getting a 9.6, like, I will say with
Fair.
With Sega
$55.
Saturn, I am way more forgiving to have a B+ seal rating. You know what I mean? So long as
Fair
that
warning.
Sega Saturn case isn't
$60.
cracked, which, like, it's 9.6. Obviously, it's not cracked. I'm way more forgiving.
Fair warning.
That case is so prone to cracking that just getting it in 9.6 is
Next
like,
lot.
okay, you know, I'll put up with some rips.
$12.
At least we don't have cracks.
$20.
Phantasy Star goes for $84. Here's Quake 3 Arena, 9.4A++. But, okay, you guys
Fair
are saying
warning,
you wouldn't risk the A++.
$24.
What if it was an A++
$32,
and on the label it said
$40.
disc loose?
$44.
Then would you risk it?
$48.
Would you rather have an A++
$55.
seal rating or disc loose in the case? Or like an A+ versus disc loose, you know what I mean?
Fair warning.
If disc loose is written on the label, I mean, I think you have to risk it. You can't have disc loose on the label. That's you know,
Fair
that's
warning.
awful. Even if it's an A++.
Next lot. $110. $190.
Quake 3 Arena goes for $89. Here's South Park, Chef's Love Shack. 9.6 A++ immediately shot up to $200.
$220.
South Park fans are here. Going up to $250. Looking for $260 on Chef's Love Shack.
Fair warning.
I'm baffled this shot up so quickly.
Next lot.
And then it ended as quickly as it started. Geez, $240 there.
$110.
Entering into PS1.
$120.
We have made it, folks. Starting off with A-Train. 9.6 A+ long box. 0 are graded higher out of just
Next
7
lot.
on the pop report.
$14.
Still only brings in
$120.
$139 there for long box A-Train. Whoever picked it up, I'm sure, is super happy to add that to their long box collection. Or Title
Fair
is happy
warning.
to slap it onto eBay. Either or. Blaster Master blasting again.
$130.
He's blasting on everyone out there. Please stop, Blaster Master. 9.8 A+
Fair warning.
on this. Highest graded copy on the pop report out of just 10. Blaster
Next
Master
lot.
after the NES copy.
$120.
Like the NES copy of Blaster Master. Oh my fuck. Ultimate Battle 22. 9.8 A++ just skyrocketed
Fair
to
warning.
$300 immediately. What? Do they not
Next
know?
lot.
Do they not know?
$160.
$360. This has to be like the highest sale we've ever seen on this.
$200.
When's the last time? It last sold in April for $169.
$280.
Someone just decided to bleed $360 at Ultimate Battle 22. You know what? I can't
Fair
even be
warning.
mad. Dragon Ball Z fans know what they are doing. Never doubt it. Never doubt a Dragon Ball Z fan. $360 is a good price. Great game, great price. FIFA Soccer 96, 8.0 A+ on this.
Fair warning. Next lot.
Yeah, the boys fans did not show up for that one,
$32.
man. 139. No boys fans here at all. FIFA Soccer 96,
Fair
the
warning.
8.0 A+, did push its way up to
$34.
384. That's more, you know. I feel like any of these long box PS1 games, like selling for $100 and some
Fair
dollars,
warning.
just feels kind of crazy. Just feels so low for what they are. It's a really
Next
cool
lot.
subset, and like, it's just not easy to get them. Frogger is a 9.6 A+.
$46.
You think if anything, resetting a loose
$50.
disc risks the case grade? You've reset dozens of games and sometimes feel like you're permanently indenting, caving in the case.
$55,
For sure.
$60.
Absolutely. You would have sent a letter in the old label if you were to reset the disc. You've done it with comics after cracking and pressing a high-grade comic.
Fair warning.
I don't know if they would, like, honor it anymore, though. You know what I mean, JT?
Next lot.
Like, they probably would just do a
$2.
full...
$14.
Yeah, like, why... When you say you're going to send in the old label, are you hoping that they would honor the old grade then?
$24.
Because in order to reset the disc, you have to
$26,
alter, like you know what I
$28.
mean? You have to touch it. You have to get your grubby fingers on there or do stuff with it. So this is an 8.0 C plus in the hunt. Water damage on the box, which is very, very fitting for a game that has a submarine on the cover. That's like home field advantage there to get water damage on this.
$46, $48, $50, $55, $60, $60, $70, $70, $80.
Anime,
$80,
you're just in time for the
$95,
final 70 here.
110,
Final 70 games, and this in the hunt game here,
$140.
me just talking about long box games here, is still getting some love. It's pushing its way up to over $150. 8.0 C plus with water damage. So
Next lot.
still sells for
$240,
$164.
$360.
Marvel vs. Capcom 8.5 A.
$380.
This is probably still going to get some love. We're pushing up to $450 here. There is a crack on the back of the case. That is why it's an 8.5.
Fair warning.
Generally speaking, if you see a PS1 game below 9.0,
lot.
even at the 9.0 level, there's probably a crack of some degree.
$160.
It just depends how big the crack is. $432 for Marvel
Fair
vs. Capcom. Let's just take a peek at what we got here for comps on that one too.
Next lot.
That's a game that I would love to pick up
$7.
eventually.
$9. $12.
Whoops. Can't even spell Marvel right here. Marvel vs. Capcom. Take a peek at that. Here's Trag. 6.5A on this.
$14.
I'm going to have to throw a bid here. Cracks in the case front and back. I'm pretty sure this is cheaper than a complete in-box copy though.
You've been outbid.
Which is just kind of funny on Trag. I grew up playing this game. It was fine.
Fair warning.
It was fine. So 9.0, what did we just get? 8.5A on this? 8.5A for $432. So 8.0A back in October sold for $660. 9.0B plus also $660 back in April. I think this is a deal. $432 for this. Based on everything we've seen at the auction houses, like maybe eBay has some other sales, but
$60.
I'm going to go ahead and say that this is a deal for Marvel Clash of the Superheroes. Marvel vs. Capcom, Jesus. 8.5A goes for $432. And the lowest we've seen it. Yeah, this is the lowest we've ever seen it on one of the auction houses, too.
$120.
So, there you go. There you go.
$130.
Here's Turnabout, 9.8A+. PS1 game by Natsume. I do not know this game. First time at Heritage Auctions.
$150.
Exactly. Water damage just fits the cover art there.
Fair warning.
For you, any PS1 game in long box is cool, especially since they are from the early stages of the console.
Lot.
Exactly, Elysium. Exactly what I'm saying, man. It's one of the coolest subsets of collecting, in my opinion, like, period. I wish I knew more about the long box set, and I wish I would have went for it earlier. Really cool subset to collect for. Trag ended at $47. Twisted Metal Small Brawl ended at $85. Turnabout did bring in $169 there. Here is Backyard. Oh my god, we're already in PS2. There was barely any PS1 today. Jesus. Or else we're flying. Wow. My pen doesn't want to work. Come on.
Fair warning. $85.
There's no way the pen's dead. There we go. PS2. Starting at 136.
Fair warning.
30. Yeah, wow, we flew through PS1 there. That was wild. Yeah, there is a crack on the Marvel vs. Capcom, Annie. On the back of it.
$16. $18.
That's what the notes said anyway.
$20.
Does Gamer Stonks cover consoles? It doesn't, because... It does if consoles... Oh my god, does it? No, it doesn't. It does not. Timothy might be able to implement that. As of right now, you can only search it for whatever console it has. But I don't think I can search, like, action set.
$30.
No, it doesn't cover consoles as far as I know.
$34.
So, maybe that's something Timothy can look into implementing at some point here.
$40.
Backyard Football 09, Tom Brady on the cover went for $109. That was a 9.6A+. Here's Grand Theft Auto 3 Trilogy Edition, of course. Trilogy San Andreas and Trilogy Vice City are also coming up. We have a real one here. Jesus, there's a real copy of Vice City hanging out behind the Trilogy copy. So keep your eyes on that one. 9.6A CGC copy of Vice City. And here I thought it was all just Trilogy copies.
Next lot.
There you go. So it doesn't cover consoles. He has the data, but he's just not interested. Oh, Timothy, I tell you, man. Awful. Awful. Hopefully someday.
Fair warning.
The big thing with price charting, Simon, is like, I don't even think you can call price charting a competition with Gamer Stonks. Just due to how non-curated price charting is when it comes to sealed and, like, when it comes to graded sales.
$40.
The amount of focus and attention that graded sales got with Gamer Stonks compared to price charts, it's not even comparable, in my opinion. Price charts will still 100% have purpose in the market. Like, Gamer Stonks isn't going to render that irrelevant. Like, there'll still be value to checking price charts for other things as well. So, in my head, I don't really even see them as competition.
Fair warning.
They're kind of serving different niches. At this point, anyway.
$60.
You just sold a real 9.6A Vice City on eBay 5 minutes ago. What price did you get, Auntie? We need to know we need to know. We need to know how the competition stacks up. Was yours CGC or WATA?
Fair warning.
Theft, oh my god. San Andreas, 9.8 A++ there. Went
Next
for 192. Almost 200 bucks for the 9.8 A++. That feels strong. Here's the Vice City, 9.6 A.
Fair warning.
I don't think it's saying which variant it is, besides being a black label, right? People have been getting them, Goob Noob, for sure, but I haven't been seeing a lot of them for sale yet. Some people in the Facebook groups have been getting their returns. I think even a few people in the Discord have. Or maybe it was Instagram I was seeing it. They're starting to get into people's hands for sure, though. The Jewel long boxes are the thinnest wrap. I believe it. You got 256. This one went for $300. If you're looking to get the most money for your collectibles, Heritage Auctions is accepting consignments. Pretty close sale, honestly.
Fair warning.
Especially if you consider the fee structure between eBay and Heritage.
$240.
$256, certainly not bad at all.
Fair warning.
$300 here on Heritage for a Vice City.
Next lot.
Here is Half-Life 9.4A Plus on the PS2. CGC copy as well for $264. Here's Katamari Damacy. It is the reprint version, 9.8A++ though. Beautiful copy of the game. We also have Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2 coming up. We'll see where those two land today. We actually have a really good, there's Mega Man X8, Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear Solid 2, and Metal Gear Solid Subsistence. Mortal Kombat. We have a really good spree of PS2 games coming up here.
$26, $28.
Kessen, I can't put Kessen 3 into that vocabulary though. This one's not that good.
$34.
Only one graded higher out of 4 on the pop report though, so it's a high grade copy of Kessen if you're into this series, but I said it before, those games published by Koei, just never really did much for me, so.
$36.
So far, Goob, all I've seen is good reactions. I haven't seen anyone say that the new WATA cases are shit, or don't feel good, or don't look good. So far, it seems pretty positive from what I've seen.
Fair warning. $42.
I'll have them back in my hands, hopefully in a couple weeks here.
Fair warning.
The site's not even published live yet, but handheld consoles is your niche, and it would definitely motivate you to subscribe if you included them. Make notes, Timothy. Make notes. The people are speaking. The people are telling you what they want, man. Kessen finally closes there at $73. Here's Kingdom Hearts, 9.4A+. I'm going to toss a bid, actually. I still need a copy of Kingdom Hearts. This is $360. Doesn't seem bad.
Fair warning.
I didn't look at price comps, though.
You've been outbid.
$340.
Well, looks like I'm out of the running now. What's Kingdom Hearts been selling for? I didn't expect it to be sitting so cheap. I didn't do my proper research.
Fair warning.
It's gonna sell. I can't even find it.
$70.
Kingdom Hearts. Here's Kingdom Hearts 2, 9.2A+. Rainbow foil, though, so I'm gonna toss a couple bids at this.
You've been outbid.
$100.
Kingdom Hearts, 9.4A+. Last sold for $500, so that was back in January. So tonight, yeah, a CGC copy for $384. It is CGC versus WATA there, but 9.2A for $276, 9.2A+, $375. That was in February, so I don't know. That's February, 9.2A+, just sold for the same price as a CGC 9.4A+.
Next lot.
Not a bad price at all for $384 there still.
$60.
And it looks like I was the underbidder on the rainbow foil. Mega Man X8, UPC punch copy 9.4A. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts, man. I need to get myself a copy. I need to get myself a copy. These are coming down into a very affordable price range. Great game on PS2. You just got offered $360 for your 9.6A plus Zelda Breath 7 controllers. What do you think? WATA.
Next
I
lot.
think that's a sell,
$85.
isn't it?
$95.
I think it's a sell at that price. We can take a peek at the comps in just a second here, Eric. Here's Metal Gear Solid 2, 9.4A on this one. The Mega Man X8 sold for $134.
Fair warning.
That is the Wii U version here of
$160.
Breath of the Wild. And there's also going to be some eBay comps I'm sure you can look at as well for Breath. There's just so many. Yeah, I know, Timothy. I was brutal with it. I'm live streaming, man. There's a lot of stuff going on in my head here. There's a lot of stuff going on here, dude. You got to cut me some slack. Metal Gear Solid 2 went for $180, and here's Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater now. 9.6A plus on this. I will toss a bid at $150. I'll toss a cut bid at $164. I've bought raw copies for $100. Jesus.
Fair warning.
Am I going to get this? I did not get this. I got outbid again. So the 7 controllers on Breath of the Wild, the last time it went to the auction house, it sold for $312, 9.6A plus. So $360 does beat the Heritage sale for it. 9.6A plus last went for $384 in August 2022. So I mean, you're getting basically full auction value for the game. It's a good offer. It's a good offer. Whether or not you want to sell or hold on to it, I mean, I don't know if you're going to get much more for it right now or in the near future. Could be one to hold on to for the future though, like, you know, longer term. But for right now, it's a good offer.
Fair warning. Next lot. $75.
Snake Eater closes at just shy of $200. I still think it's a good price for a 9.6A plus, and I just saw that there's going to be a remake or something of it. So Snake Eater might even become more popular in the future. $198 for this one. Here is Subsistence, 9.4A plus. I'll also toss a bid at this. I'll toss one more. I'll toss a cut bid.
You've been
Alright, now I'm out. Had to push this up a little bit. 9.4A plus on it.
Fair warning.
I can't help but feel we're going to see Title posting up these Metal Gear Solid games. Here's Mortal Kombat Armageddon Premium Edition.
$100.
This is with, I don't even know who these characters are on the cover.
$140.
I'm a fake Mortal Kombat fan.
$50.
The fuck are these guys? Sonya Blade is in the back. Kano and Sonya Blade. Jesus. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. You guys got to cut me some slack on that one. Kano I should have known. Maybe I should have known Sonya even more. I don't know. It's a tough one.
Fair warning.
Are there any comps for COD 9.8A plus, or is it just the top of the pop and a bunch of 9.6s? I think the only comp we have on that is the 9.8A plus plus Elysium.
Fair warning.
Now I'm nervous about how fast I'm searching. Yeah, just the 9.8A plus plus, then 9.6A plus, 9.6A. 9.6A plus plus CGC for $4,000. April 2023. That's probably your closest comp to a 9.8A plus, but
$240.
the premium edition of Mortal Kombat did go for $198 though. I'm not sure how much these sell for these days. I know it's not that easy to get this factory sealed though. And there's like, what, 4 different versions of this, I think, the premium edition? They made a lot. NBA 07, Kobe Bryant, $39 there for low grade one. NFL Game Day, 9.6A, of course. We've seen a lot of copies of this come up too. $276 for Tom Brady today. Here's Okami, 9.4A plus. It even won IGN's 2006 Game of the Year.
Fair warning.
Okami, everybody.
$28.
We're looking for $50. Yo, Protoss, welcome in, dude. We are just in the PS2 block here. Moving our way to PS3, then original Xbox and Xbox 360. 48 more games to go for the auction today. Had a little bit of a delay, so running a little bit longer today than general. than usual. Usually, generally, it's not this long. Appreciate you popping in, man.
Next lot. $95.
Here is another premium edition. This is Resident Evil 4 premium edition. For some reason, it's sitting at like $100 and some, 9.6A.
You've been outbid.
I'll give it a little bit of juice there. That just seems really cheap. I'm not sure what this is worth off the top of my head either, though. I didn't get to do full preparation for this auction, and you can see how much shittier it is when you're not prepared with comps and stuff in your head. You can just bid blindly, but I never like just blind bidding on stuff. It can be fun sometimes, I guess, but usually it leads to bad decisions, not good decisions.
$70.
You can see here the premium edition is pushing its way up past $200 now.
Fair warning. 100.
Yeah, seriously, Simon, man, my whole my whole voice and everything is just starting to deteriorate.
Fair warning.
Holding this inflection for this long is just like, oh my god.
$12.
I just need to drop it and go down to like a less exciting talking point. I just need to go down here and like, you know, just hang out with you guys. But nobody wants that for a live stream, so we got to keep the energy going.
$28. $32.
Oh yeah, I just fucked up typing in Kingdom Hearts there. That was my bad. Resident Evil 4, the premium edition, did go for $204 into Nocturne. 9.4A++, but it is the reprint version. There is a security seal version of this game, so you can translate Canadian, yeah. It's because I'm typing with my, I'm going to give myself every excuse in the fucking book here. It's because I'm also typing with the keyboard half pulled out and half covered by my microphone. So, you know, my hands aren't even in a good position. Here is Space Channel 5 Special Edition, 9.6A+. It's sitting at $60. I mean, surely I can bid that up to like 80, 90 bucks, right? Just feels cheap. Just feels cheap. Maybe I'm going to win this one. Holy shit, I'm actually going to win a game?
$65.
Nope.
You've been outbid.
That's the title outbid right there. He can have it. He can have it. He can pop it on eBay for $179. Oh.
Next lot. $2.
Sometimes it's like I don't actually care, but it's like, man, if it's going to sell for $60, like I'll gladly take it. You know what I mean?
$16.
It ended at $89.
$18.
Tiger Woods, PGA 08, 9.4A on this one. And just about into PS3 here. Yeah, the frickin' tidal wave got me, Annie. The tidal wave got me. Tiger Woods, PGA 08 here, $45. Into PS3, we're starting off with BioShock. 9.6A+. There is no slipcover on this one, though, it looks like. Just 9.6A+ BioShock, PS3. There's like barely any PS3. We have 2 PS4 games, and then we have 1 PSP game sitting here. Then we enter into original Xbox.
Next lot. $18. $34.
If you can't beat him, just buy it off him like you do with Power Collectors after he outbids you every time because you have very similar taste. Yeah, the biggest issue is like the amount of less money that some of these US resellers can do. Like Power Collectors, I know as well, is good at doing this. Title as well. They have reseller certificates, so you don't have to pay tax on the purchases. They're located in the US, where I'm located in Canada, so they pay a lot less in shipping. There's just a lot less money that they have to put towards like getting the actual game into their possession. Where if I want to resell something like this Space Channel 5, right? It sold for $89. By the time I get this to a spot where I can resell it, it's probably going to be close to 15. Ship it again.
Fair warning. $38.
Maybe 140. By the time I have it in my hands, a $90 purchase would probably turn into a $140 purchase. So it just gets, you know, like there's nothing I can do. Selling it for like $140 is the margin that some of these guys work on.
Next lot.
Let alone that being my minimum price to get the item. So Kind of crazy, the different, just based on location and what you do and stuff. The sale price is only half of the story there. Deadly Premonition, Director's Cut, 9.6A plus goes for $70. Silent Hill Downpour, 9.6A plus. Bioshock ended at $159. Some guy in Walmart came in with a reseller's card. We had to give it to them without tax. He got like a PS5. Let's go. Imagine buying your PS5, no tax. What an absolute gamer. You sold the Zelda 350? There we go, Eric. Not bad at all, man. Not bad at all. 9.6A plus here on Madden. Actually one of the highest grade copies we've seen come up. Usually it's like 9.2B plus. This one is actually nice.
$20.
So if you want to get yourself a nice copy of Madden 18, some Tom Brady GOAT edition, here's an actual nice one.
$24.
Last time a 9.6A plus sold, it was April for $119.
Fair warning.
And we also had something like a 9.0B. You know, like sometimes there's just absolutely awful copies of this that come up. We'll see if this can push its way up to $100 again. You haven't won a game on Heritage in a few weeks now. What the heck, Power Collectors?
$30.
You're dropping the ball out there. You're slacking out there, Power Collectors.
Fair warning.
We have another copy of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, 9.4A this week. The GOAT edition sells for $57. We'll see what Marvel vs. Capcom 3 does. Loose disc inside.
$28.
What we were talking about. Here's your chance to reset a disc.
$36.
9.4A with the loose disc. I'm pretty sure complete in-box copies of this are like $80, so that's what we're looking at here with Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Next lot.
Sells for $67. Castlevania The Dracula X Chronicles. CGC 9.4A plus. I can give this a little bit of juice here as well. This one does have some value on PSP.
Fair warning.
Am I going to get one? One more bid.
$5. $100.
You've been outbid.
Fair warning.
I'm gonna let it go. I don't really care.
$110.
Oh, there's someone else here too. There are 3 people. We'll see how far these 2 guys push this one.
Fair warning.
Yeah, decaps, man. There was a 25-minute delay today.
Fair warning.
Happened during the end of the Nintendo block as we entered into Wii U and Sega Master System.
$34.
About 25 minutes, yeah. Here's Atari Anthology 9.6A plus, starting off the original Xbox block.
Next lot. $12.
Goes for $61. Here's Breakdown. This is the Japanese version of the game? Yes. Odd game to see here in the Japanese version. 9.2A plus. Okay. I don't know if we can really expect anything out of it. Yeah, it sold for $51. Here is Castle of Shikigami Evolution. 9.6A plus plus. Fricking mint. Japanese version of the game with the first time limited edition sticker on the front.
$90.
All right. Castle of Shikigami fans, let's go.
Fair warning. $100. Fair warning.
Oh, my back's even starting to seize up here.
$10.
Oh, this Castle of Shikigami is getting some love.
Fair warning.
Do you know the game, Decaps?
Next lot.
Not a series I know anything about. $129. Doom 3, 9.2. Oh god, 9.2 with a B seal rating.
Fair warning.
B for bad.
$14.
CGC should have a pop report soonish.
$16.
Yes. But whether soonish means 1 month or 4 months, I do not know. But assumedly, we're going to get it in 2023.
Fair warning.
If we don't get it in 2023, I would be fucking shocked. Like, actually
Next
baffled.
lot.
So,
$75.
we should get it soonish. Yes. Doom 3 goes for $43. Here's Family Guy. 9.0A.
Fair warning.
Yeah, VGA Pop Report's supposed to come soon, too. Never heard of it with a
Next
name
lot.
like that. It's gotta be good.
$2.
Oh, it's just gotta be good with a name
$7.
like that.
$9.
Agreed fully. Family Guy goes for $100. Here's Forza
$14.
Motorsport Platinum
16,
Hits.
$18.
9.4A on this. Really weird seeing a Platinum Hits game come up as well.
Fair warning.
CGC came out before launch saying day one they'd publish
Next
a pop
lot.
report. Yep.
$12.
Funny how that changed, hey?
$34.
That's like VGA, man. What was it, October 2022? No, October 2021. Saying that a pop report would
Fair
be coming soon. 1.5 years later, we still don't have it.
$36.
Pop reports take forever, apparently, to get published.
Fair warning.
Yeah, Gamerstonks has the unofficial CGC pop report.
Next
That is
lot.
true. That is true.
$70.
Gamerstonks.com. You can check out the unofficial report. You just got to go to this top here. From the landing page, you can look in the little
Fair
menu.
warning.
Go to the populations. Go to NES. Filter over to
$80.
CGC. You can see the numbers that currently exist. Here they are. CGC numbers.
Fair warning.
Little perk there of
Next
Gamerstonks.com that's being provided completely
$190.
free. But do keep in mind they are unofficial numbers.
$220.
Half-Life 2, 9.4A goes for 104. Here's Halo PAL version,
$280.
9.2A plus. I didn't know what I was going to say about it there. I thought it was Japanese or something.
Fair warning.
Motorsport there. Forza went for $45. Grand Theft Auto 3,
$320.
9.6A went for 63. Halo is pushing its way past. Oh, up to almost $400 here.
Fair warning.
The segues are unreal. You better be receiving a cut. Timothy chews me
Next
up and
lot.
spits me out, man. I tell you, that guy's tough out there.
$340.
Here's Hulk Ultimate Destruction, 9.8A plus. Or no, sorry, just
Fair
Hulk,
warning.
not Ultimate Destruction. Just Hulk, no destruction.
Next
9.8A plus though did sell for
$12,
$384. Xbox always does great when it's a
$34.
9.8A plus. Crazy.
$38.
The 9.8A plus always pushes original
$42.
Xbox to great prices. It's crazy. 9.4A here on Metal Slug 4 with Metal Slug 5.
Fair warning.
Only 2 copies on the pop report. 9.4A.
$44.
Are there any platinum hits that outsell first
Fair
prints?
warning.
Does NBA Ballers?
Next
Isn't that one of the
lot.
rarest ones? Maybe that one?
$110.
I don't even know. What are the rarest platinum hits? Prince of Persia has a really rare
Fair
one too,
warning.
I think.
$130.
But do they even outbid the black labels? I just feel like they don't. Clearly, publishing pop reports is not that hard. We need your copy pasta, Timothy. We need the Timothy copy paste for publishing pop reports. I don't have it.
$70.
Someone needs to grab it. $71 for the Metal Slug 4.5. Here's Midnight Club 2.
Fair warning.
9.6A plus. 0 graded higher, only 2 on the pop report.
Next lot.
$120.
$192 for Midnight Club. Actually some value. Here is Need for Speed Carbon. 9.6A plus on this
Fair
one for
warning.
original Xbox. We have some Need for Speed coming up. We have another one right after
Next
this.
lot.
And the next one here is big.
$550.
9.6A plus. Need for Speed Underground. Arguably one of the best games in the Need for Speed
Fair warning.
series, period. Sitting at $630.
$220.
That is a big Need for Speed sale right there. Jesus. $630. 9.6A plus. Need for Speed Underground. Original Xbox.
$260.
Like I said, that is one of the biggest, one of the best in the series. Crazy. Ninja Gaiden 9.6A plus.
Fair warning. Next lot.
What kind of fees does Heritage charge for consignment? 15 is the default, but then there's also the you also have to consider the buyer's premium. So it's anywhere from like 20 to 35% that you're gonna lose if you consign. So with Heritage, it's like, should you send every single game to Heritage? No, you shouldn't. Right? I don't think it's a secret to say that. But if you have certain items, Heritage is absolutely able to get you the highest possible prices out of anywhere, right? So it just depends what you're going to be consigning. Of course, Heritage is always taking consignments for the weekly auctions we watch right here on Tuesdays. Showcase signature auctions. You can find all of the details in the description of the video. What's coming up, consignment deadlines for all. And you can reach out using this little appraisal link here, which helps out the stream. Let them know Greg sent you. It all helps things out, but yeah, you're looking at anywhere from 20 to 35% that you would lose out.
$60.
It just depends what you're consigning. And I mean, of course, they handle fulfillment. They can help you get your games graded. There's benefit to going through a consignment process.
Next lot.
Soul Calibur 2 there, I tossed a couple bids at it. Did end at 139. Splinter Cell 9.68 plus for 186. Splinter Cell again, Chaos Theory 9.68 plus went for $300. Jesus, that's actually a solid sale on Chaos Theory as well. And the X-Men Legends is 9.68 plus. Really nice grades on the Xbox stuff today. It is rare that we see this much 9.6A plus Xbox stuff. It's almost always like B plus, A, 9.4. Really nice Xbox stuff today.
$22.
$89 on X-Men Legends. And here is the Grail, but this is a not for resale copy. Oh, come on, BioShock Infinite. 9.68 plus.
Next lot.
$1,100. $1,300.
Here is 9.6A plus on Modern Warfare. Huge game in this auction.
$800.
We're pushing over $2,000. If you don't know, original black label, white label, whatever the hell you want to call it for 360, original copies of Modern Warfare are very sought after at this point. Factory sealed copies are not easy to come by. 9.6A plus, beautiful copy. Looking for $2,400.
$2,200.
Looking for $2,640 now.
Fair warning. Next lot.
And that is where it closes. $2,400. 9.6A plus on it. Timothy, were you tossing bids, my guy? I know it's not cheap, but I think you still need a copy for your own collection.
$160.
Dead Space 9.4A plus.
$70.
First game in the Dead Space series. I don't know if there are variants or not. Not sure if Black Label Dead Space has more variants. 9.4A plus though, assumedly it's a Black Label copy. Sells for $192. Here's Guilty Gear 2 Overture. First time at Heritage? First time at Heritage. Wow.
$44.
Kind of neat seeing Guilty Gear here for $360.
$46.
It looks like CGC calls them white label on their label, so.
Fair warning.
Oh my god, COD Modern Warfare? Yeah.
$55.
High grade copies of COD, dude. They sell really well. I had the comps up not long ago there. Do I still have it? No, I don't. I think this is even down from the last sale, if I'm not mistaken.
$65. $70.
The fuck? Oh, I'm on NES.
Fair warning.
No, yes. 9.6A plus. Back in February. $6,000. So whoever waited another 3 months there to buy this copy saved themselves $4,000. Yeah, saved almost $4,000. And 9.6A went for $1,680 in April. So $800 to go from a 9.6 up to a 9.6A plus, but still way down from the last time a 9.6A plus sold. And 9.6A plus plus for $4,000 back in April.
Fair warning. Next lot.
$28.
Guilty Gear closes at $124 there. Here is Halo 4 9.8A plus. Looking for $180 on it.
Fair warning.
Way down. Yeah, 3K was 9.6A. A plus was much higher. Yeah, the site
Next
crash,
lot.
man. It's hard to say.
$4.
How much does that site crash
$40.
affect the M prices there? I'm always surprised that these end up in a weekly chokeslam. It seems like almost every time we see a COD, it is in a weekly.
Fair warning.
Nuts. Yeah, thank God Halo 4 showed up, am I right? $169 for the 9.8, and here's the 9.6 pushing its way along. Thank God we have
Fair
Halo
warning.
4. It's like a big, warm, fuzzy Master Chief hug. When we've been
Next
sitting
lot.
here for over 2 hours,
$2.
nothing calms my nerves like seeing Halo 4. I hope it never stops
$15.
coming up. Someone said that we have copies going all the way into August, so fingers crossed, man. I need my Halo 4 fix. Here's Ultimate
Fair warning.
Alliance. This is from the console bundle. The Holiday 2007
Next
bundle.
lot.
My God.
150,
Holiday 2007.
$180,
I can't believe that's like 16 years ago. What the fuck? 7.5A plus goes for $45. Here's Mass Effect 9.6A plus with the do not sell before. High grade Mass Effect is getting some love here. We're pushing our way up to $500. Some of the lower grade copies of Mass Effect have sold for nothing lately. So it's kind of refreshing to see a 9.6A plus actually pushing.
$480.
CGC, yes, that was a CGC 9.6A plus plus. Right, Timothy. For the COD.
Fair warning.
Yo, take care, Power Collectors.
Next lot.
$120.
So there
Fair
is
warning.
Mass Effect selling for $576. Finally, a little bit of life on
Next lot.
it.
42.
You love the 9.6A plus Halo Goatee foil? Yes. That's going to be the copy I get too, Eric.
100.
That's going to be the one that I end up getting as well. Here's Minecraft on 360, 9.6A plus. It is the variant without the Xbox Live trial, of course. So the reprint
warning.
version of the game, much cheaper than original copies. $144 for that. Here's Mirror's
Next
Edge,
lot.
9.6A plus.
$34.
$180 for that. Here is Mortal Kombat,
$38.
9.6A plus on this one. Just a black label copy of Mortal Kombat on 360. Kind of cool.
$55. $60.
Yeah, exactly, Alma. Finally, a bit of life on the Mass Effect there. Yeah, no worries, Eric. No worries, man. Appreciate you.
$70.
Appreciate you hanging out tonight. And like, you know, if you're hanging out with me, hey, I can answer you some questions. No issue at all, man. Did I see your games in Discord? You posted today in WATA? Which ones already?
$100.
The last one went for over 700 on Mass Effect. Really? I mean, even so, I'd say 576 is pretty solid for what we have seen Mass Effect doing.
$140.
You paid $100 for your 9.6A plus Mass Effect do not sell before? Jesus.
Fair
Nice
warning.
pickup, man. Mortal Kombat's pushing its way up to almost 170 here. Yeah, 170. We're looking for 180 on Mortal Kombat. Let's go, MK fans.
Fair warning.
And then we have a Japanese copy of No More Heroes coming up next.
Next lot.
Interesting.
$2.
Mortal Kombat closes at 169.
$26.
Here's No More Heroes, 9.8A. First time at Heritage, obviously. An enhanced version of the 2007
Fair
Wii
warning.
game.
$30. $34. $38.
Did this even come on 360 North American?
$46.
Can you get No
$50,
More Heroes on North
$55,
American 360?
$60.
I don't know if you can or not. It's getting some love here. We're pushing up to $89.
Fair warning.
You got 9.6A plus for NES the next
$70.
generation? What's NES the next generation? Like Star Trek the next generation on NES?
Fair warning.
The only thing that's coming to my mind right now.
$70,
Did you buy
$80.
your Mass Effect Raw, Tim, and then get it graded? Or did you actually get a graded one for that cheap? Seems insane if you already bought it graded that cheap.
Fair warning.
No More Heroes here pushing its way. Yes, okay. I didn't
Next
see it
lot.
actually. I didn't see your post.
$26,
I'll have to see it once the
$34,
auction ends here.
$38.
Definitely not a common one
$42,
on
$46,
NES.
$50, $60.
Bundoid, you
$70.
just made it, dude. We have 5 more games to go. You literally just made it. There are only 3
$80.
9.6A plus Mass Effects, top of the pop, so it looks like the winner has one. Timmy has the other, and you have the third. So all 3 copies of Mass Effect 9.6A Plus are accounted for. Crazy.
Next lot.
No More Heroes there went for 108. Quake 4,
$34.
9.6A goes for 104. Here's Red Dead, the Undead Nightmare, 9.6A on this one as well. With Xbox 360, I am a pretty big stickler for getting an A+ seal rating, I'll be honest.
Lot.
So, like, you know, we're looking at 9.6A copies of these games, which sounds good. It sounds like a high-grade copy. Like, it's really not. It's like, I don't want to say it's pretty damn average, but, like, pretty damn average.
$190.
When we do Xbox 360 and PS3 collecting, I really want to get an A+ seal rating. I'm a pretty big stickler for that. Here's Resident Evil 5. Speaking of A+, 9.8 A+. Black Label Resident Evil 5.
$340.
Pushing its way up very nicely here. Pushing its way up very nicely. Looking for $450 on this.
Fair warning. Next lot.
Bidding stopped. I thought we were going to see a fight break out. $432. Resident Evil 5. Wow. 9.8 A+ copy of the game.
Fair warning.
Saints Row, 9.4 A+. Who didn't love Saints Row when it came out, hey? What a frickin' game. You bought it raw. Makes sense. They were selling the trilogy as a set for $60 and no one saw it had a DNSB. Let's go, Tim. Good snag. Good snag. In September 2022, 9.2 A+ sold for $900. What do I think your 9.6 A+ is worth? Honestly, like probably a bit over 1,000, but not much.
$24.
Like even from going from September 2022, prices are almost down entirely across the board. And like Star Trek: The Next Generation isn't a game that has a ton of love.
Next lot.
$22.
Probably over $1,000, but I don't know how much over. But it's really hard to say, Artie. It's really hard to say. It could be $1,500 to $2,000. It's just a hard game to try and pinpoint a price on when there's hardly any sales data to go off of.
Thank you for participating.
Really hard to price games like that. Star Trek Next Gen is a grail. I mean, we might have different definitions of grail. We might have different definitions of what a grail is out there. Yeah, great stream, boys. Great stream, Bundoid. Great stream, dude. Glad you came out. What a frickin' auction, hey? What a frickin' auction, Bundoid. You wouldn't have wanted to miss that, man. Whew. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. So at the very top of the auction today, we did have Mario Bros. 3. 9.4A is down to $2,600 at this point. And what's really cool, I mean, just like a crazy kind of comparison, right underneath it is Call of Duty Modern Warfare, 9.6A+. $200 less than getting a 9.4A Mario Bros. 3. It just, I'm not saying one is or shouldn't be as expensive as it is type of thing, but it's crazy that these are almost the exact same value, which really puts emphasis that it's not, like, just emphasis on how much demand matters in this hobby. Like, age itself is nice, obviously, but like demand and popularity and hype, all these things help so much too. Just crazy to see. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening 7.0A goes for $2,000. Right underneath it was Metal Storm 8.0A for $1,300. And then the 6-pack of PAL Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku was the 5th highest selling item in this auction at $870. The 6-pack of PAL Legacy of Goku. Let's go, Dragon Ball Z, showing up in a big way. And then that's it. I mean, we only had 4 items above $1,000 today, which honestly is pretty normal for the weeklies these days. Yeah, Bundoid showed up when it really mattered. Modern can be highly sought after as people learn about the rarity. Yep. I think that's a big thing, is there is a bunch of lag right now with how rare getting a factory sealed Modern Warfare is. Like, what does the pop report even say on it? Modern Warfare Made in USA currently has 35 on the pop report, right? Now, of course, there's going to be some lag there. Not everyone is sending in their copies of Modern Warfare. Most people, like most normal-ass people, have no idea factory-sealed copies of Modern Warfare are super valuable right now. So, of course, there's more out there. But seeing only 35 on the pop report, this game's selling for over $2,000 in 9.68+. There is obviously incentive to send your copies in. It simply isn't that available. There just aren't that many out there. If we go to, like Nintendo, we'll go even to Wii. Wii's the same generation, right? How's Twilight Princess doing? Why are there so many fucking variants? 154, made in USA. 30, made in Japan. 46. So we have 76 of the normal. Yeah, there's twice as many Twilight Princess on Wii submitted at this point. I don't know. Just a random game to give a comparison, right? Twice as many Twilight Princess at this point. There's just not that many COD out there. I think is a fair assumption to make at this point. The biggest loser of the auction is Kobe Bryant. Ooh, boo. Boo you, Kobe. Can you boo a dead man? Jesus. 8.5B for $39. Awful grade on a game that it just shouldn't have been graded, you know? $39 for some Mamba mentality in your life. You love to see it. You love to see it. And don't boo a dead man, exactly. Don't boo a dead man. On that note, I'm out of here. I'm heading to the gym. The hell of an auction. There just aren't Call of Duties out there already. Black label copies of Call of Duty Modern Warfare are highly sought after right now. If you can find one in nice condition, buy it. There's one for 600 on eBay, same grade. Let's go ahead and take a peek. What's on eBay right now? Last thing we do here before I call it. WATA, CGC. What is on eBay? Not seeing it. I'm seeing some 9.68 pluses here for 2,000 and 3,000 respectively. PS3 copy, 9.2, 7.5. Well, yeah, it has to be an original print game. If you're talking about a different variant, it's obviously... Yeah, like, if we're talking about the Game of the Year version, Artie, well, who gives a shit, my guy? Who gives a shit about the Game of the Year version? Toss it in a landfill for $500. Come on, Artie! Come on, you had me scared there for a second. On that note, a huge thanks to Heritage Consigning. I'm glad I can share some information with you guys. Reach out, get free appraisals on your stuff, see if Heritage is the right option for your guys' consignments. Huge thanks to you guys being here. Yeah, come on, Artie! Huge thanks to you guys being here. Hit the like button and have a good night. Bye, everybody.